983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor.
Cut them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 880 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Oh, hi there. It is DiPietro Rothenberg with you, ESPN New York, on a blustery, chilly Tuesday, but I guess the only difference is the day of the week, not the weather, because every day is the same. It's Groundhog Day, and we have 6 more weeks, at least, of this weather. Good morning.
Good morning. That's not, but here's the thing, okay? I love the weather. You love the weather. Could we be more optimistic about the weather?
No.
No one wants to wake up with us.
There's no optimism.
Well, you have to be more optimistic. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
But why would I be? Can you be more optimistic about the Jets?
Well, that's different. That's different.
I mean, the weather, it's brutal.
Yeah, but it's
There's snow all over the place still.
Yeah, okay. But as a Jets fan, you know what you signed up for, right? You wake up, you want to have some hope that I'm not going to open the door and have a blustery cold. It's Groundhog's Day. Blah, blah. Like, give some reason to walk out the door today and be excited.
Well, it's going to be sunny.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That's a nice step.
It's going to be cold and sunny.
Beautiful.
And tomorrow, cold and sunny.
RJ, don't you get the feeling that it's just too negative right off the bat?
RJ, what are you looking for?
Sell me a little hope.
Yeah, sell me some hope.
You really, you know what? I never realized that you are unbelievable with Rick, huh?
No, he's not unbelievable with Rick. Rick's just making good salient points.
I don't think so.
We give you the.
I think I know what it is. You want to partner with him at Pickleball. That's what this all boils down to.
No. There's no partnering with me at Pickleball.
I noticed you called it Pickleball.
Yeah, see, he's already bought into it. It's the team. It's Dave and it's Rick.
Maybe it shouldn't be.
Well, you know what? If you choose to be a baby because I'm trying to constructively criticize your weather report like a good teammate, give me the good stuff and then ease me into it's going to be blustery.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
special
coaching
teams,
moment.
very nice. Rest of the team, not so nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, just give me a little bit of positivity.
Okay. But by the way, can we do away with the Pro Bowl? Please, can we do away with the Pro Bowl? They asked Justin Fields to be a participant in the Pro Bowl.
I was going to send that to you guys, but I actually woke up. It was nice of RJ to send it. That's great. Thanks, guys.
They asked Justin Fields, and he said no, because you got to work on his game. He's got to work on his game.
Well, he's got to work on figuring out where he's playing, because it's not going to be with the Jets.
That's true.
That is true.
That although I heard, I don't remember who it was last year saying he's going to be back next year.
No, the Jets.
Yeah,
how's he going to be back with the Jets?
Yeah, so the Sports Talk Radio, he's going to be back with the Jets next year, and he'll be in a backup role. He's like, no, he's not going to be back with the Jets.
No, he's not going to be back with the Jets.
Just don't want any part of him.
They're not taking back Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor.
No.
I saw Tyrod Taylor potentially for a similar role.
God, but he never can stay healthy. Why would you want Tyrod Taylor as your backup?
I don't. I didn't say I did. I would clean house. Whole new quarterback room.
I think that's probably the way to go about it. So we got a lot to do today. Today's a Tuesday. You like the Tuesday?
I like the Tuesday. It's a CMT day.
CMT Tuesday, right? So we'll do that at about 7:45. 8:30, we have a get. We don't usually have him, but he's very good and very knowledgeable. Matt Miller, NFL draft analyst at ESPN, is going to join us at 8:30 today.
That's nice. I feel like that's a great get by RJ. In my opinion,
I feel like that was a pointed. No,
I feel like RJ puts himself out there and is just looking for some back and forth with the group. Like, hey, what should we do? And there's crickets.
You know, you're full of it. I responded immediately.
Yeah, I just get I would do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what he's looking for.
You know what? So
now
if
you guys
answer-
have made it clear how you feel about any sort of interaction in the chat. So
Not me.
we'll just leave it. Just leave it as barren as it needs to be.
I came right in there. I
So
came right in because I
if
could
you
tell
don't
RJ's feelings were
respond,
hurt.
you get crushed. If you respond in a way that you guys don't like, you guys are chat elitists is what you are.
No, you are. I mean, the idea that you thought what you texted was not hurtful for RJ is
How is it
embarrassing.
hurtful for RJ?
I can see it. I can feel it. I'll pause then. I could feel it. Whatever you guys want. Somebody's asking whatever you guys want.
It was like a hand wave.
Right.
Oh my God.
RJ, is that how you felt?
Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about guests, like it's obviously
RJ's original question was leaving it out there.
No, interest or pass. That's it. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like me asking you. This is a big spot here. What play you want to run? I don't know. Do whatever you want.
You know what it is, though? Here's the funniest part. It's what he hates. It's like one of the pet peeves about his wife, and who's almost perfect, that he can't stand, is when she does this to him.
Imagine if John Harbaugh said, "No, you guys do whatever
Okay, you know
want."
what? From now, I'm just whatever I say, it goes. Then, if that's what you're looking for, I was trying to be respectful.
Oh my God! Why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't it be like?
Because that's how it is.
That's
how it is. I'm sitting here saying Matt Miller 8:30, and I get jumped. I get jumped for everything.
Well,
I can't say a word.
Act like a good guy then.
Where's
I'm
your
a great guy?
Where's your woo?
And the woo's gone.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
I
killed
mentioned the
woo.
weather.
That didn't
Attacked.
take
I
long.
mentioned Matt Miller 8:30. Attacked. CMT. I mean,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead,
it's not-
attack me.
Okay, but it's not that you mention. Like, we're not looking to just mention it. We're looking for you to actually excel at it.
Oh, Matt Miller! Ah!
Oh,
8:30, Matt Miller.
I don't know if
broke
that
the
was great
microphone.
either. What's wrong with this guy?
Whatever.
I'm not. You know what? You do whatever you want. How about that? And then we'll all just sit back and we'll ride the ride. If it's good, great. If it stinks, well, what can we do? Because God forbid we hurt your feelings.
It's not about hurting my feelings.
But
'Cause
clearly
it's
your feelings
it's
are
a
hurt.
constant attack. I mean, it's like an abusive relationship.
Well, be better then, and you won't have to be attacked. It's like the guy that goes out there and makes the same mistake over. If you keep turning the puck over, you're going to keep getting yelled at.
I don't feel like I made a mistake.
You made a lack of interest mistake on the chat, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It hurt RJ's feelings, and I could tell. I could feel it through the chat.
Okay. Well, I will remedy that from now on. I can promise you that.
Oh, no. See? But now
I
you're going to be a
I
jerk.
can promise you that.
Yep.
Did we get Giannis yet?
We're not getting Giannis.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think
Every
they
time
like
the
this-
ticker goes by, it says interest heating up for Giannis. Deadline
not-
Thursday.
Right, not the Knicks, though.
Yeah, I heard that's what Windhorst said yesterday.
Yeah, they like this team.
Okay.
Again, but it goes back to, I think, I don't want to speak for you because I don't want to get jumped. You're concerned that now, even if you like this team, would you like it better with Giannis? And if you don't make the move now, he's going to get traded, and then there goes Giannis.
So they like this team so much they can't play cat down the stretch of games. They love it.
What do you want me to tell you?
Well, that's ridiculous.
They made a
They've
modification to the defense.
We are so blinded by a winning streak, and they've played well lately. Listen, the Knicks are a pretty good team. Are you trying to win a championship, or are you trying to be a pretty good team? You're not
trying to
this
win a
team is
championship.
not winning a title.
Okay, here's the thing though, and this is with the timing of this whole thing, is the deadline is on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. It feels like right now, if we were, you tell me, the four teams that we keep talking about: Miami, Golden State, Minnesota, Knicks. How would you power rank right now the interest of those teams?
The interest of Giannis for them or them for Giannis?
Them for Giannis.
Them for Giannis.
At the moment.
Well, it sounds like the Knicks are not tremendously high at the moment. That they want to stick with this team that they have, where it's obviously has flaws. I would say Golden State is probably up there at the top. Miami, who's the fourth team? That Miami,
Minnesota.
Yeah, I would say Minnesota's probably at the bottom. I would say Golden State and then Miami.
All right, so here's the issue: is right now you feel good. I mean, even if there's some trepidation, you feel better, right? We talking about some of the adjustments that they've made defensively, right? We're not funneling to the middle, we're funneling to the baseline. How that's worked. Everyone is starting to kind of buy back in, right? Awesome start. People are fired up. Oh, look at how many guys Mike Brown is playing. All these different things. He's different than Tibbs, and then they win the NBA Cup, and then they lose 9 of 11. Then it's like, whoa, I don't like how this looks. You got players upset about their roles. Cat doesn't really fit offensively. He's not good defensively. All these different things. Winning streak, we're back.
Right. And now
Here's
it's
the
back.
issue.
Right.
Here's
because
the issue, though.
that people are so fickle.
Here's the issue, though. You're gonna beat Washington tonight.
Right. It'll be 7 in a row.
Okay. Then you got Denver with Jokic back before the deadline. Say you even beat Denver. We've had good success against Denver. Friday, day after the deadline. We don't trade for Giannis. Giannis goes somewhere else. We got Detroit, Boston, Philly, Detroit.
Right.
Houston.
You should. I don't care if you lose to Washington tonight. If you beat Washington and beat Denver by 50, I don't care. In my mind, that should not come into play of whether you make a trade for Giannis or not. It shouldn't be based on whether you've won 6 in a row or lost 9 of 11.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm saying right now is
you're going to get a legitimate comeuppance potentially on Friday night.
Right. Conversation if they don't. Because right now I think we'll take phone calls probably more towards, hey, if we don't trade for Giannis, no big deal. We like this team. Especially if you beat, like you're going to beat Washington, you beat Denver, everyone's going to be fine going into Thursday. Hey, listen, if Giannis gets traded. Then all of a sudden you turn around on Friday after Giannis just got traded to Golden State and you like this team, maybe a little tweak, and you get smashed by Detroit.
Yeah.
And then you lose to Boston.
Of course, how did we not trade for Giannis?
Oh, it's going to be panic mode.
It's going to be panic time. And here's the thing. I like this team. You like this team. This is a good basketball team. If you would have given us this team 25 years ago, we would have gone, you're right, or 20 years ago, we would have gone crazy for this team. But you would have gone, when you were losing 55 games a year, you would have gone crazy for this team.
Well, when you're losing 55 games, but since we've, actually become a functional organization.
Right, but I'm saying
I don't think
Stephon Marbury's in the 17 wins before you get Porzingis. There was an era that you would have died to have this kind of a team. But right now, the expectation is championship. Right? The expectation is big, big things. Is this team on the precipice? And I don't know the answer of doing big, big things, or are you closer if you make a deal for Giannis?
They think no. They think that their team is closer this way.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
Differently.
If nothing happens, if he stands pat and he's on Milwaukee at 3:01 on Thursday, and the Knicks have done nothing, fine. But if everyone else has done nothing, I can live with that. If he's on a Golden State, if he anywhere else, I'm gonna have a real problem that the Knicks didn't do anything.
And I think there's gonna be a lot of people that feel the way. I think there's people that feel the way that you feel right now, anyway. But if what I'm saying happens where you don't make a move because you like the team, maybe you tweak some things, and then turn around on Friday, the day after the deadline, and lose convincingly to Detroit, and then lose to Boston on Sunday, right? It's going to be like, whoa. What did we just do? Right? Because those are the two. I mean, Detroit's the team.
Detroit's the team in the Eastern Conference right now, yes.
Right. So you're going to play them on Friday, day after making the decision one way or the other. And you're going to follow that up on Sunday at noon against 12:30 against Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And if you struggle and say you lose both of those games, the conversation on Monday is going to be sheer panic. We should have done something. Whose idea? Leon, can you imagine the amount of pressure going to be on Leon Rose?
There's a ton of pressure on Leon Rose now anyway, because he's got them to be good, right? They're at that level. Now, how do you get over that hump? How do you get to the NBA Finals? I mean, it's been a quarter century since they've been to the Finals, for God's sakes. Not even winning the whole thing. That's been, 50-plus years. But getting to the Finals has been a quarter century.
Right, and now we've actually, to Leon's credit, have built this thing to where you have one of the best players in the NBA that actually wants to play for you. Right? Before it was we would always want, we want LeBron.
Which never happens, right?
Which never really happens. So, if that, and I'm sure once he gets dealt, because it feels like he's going to get dealt, those stories start to trickle out as to, hey, he's happy here, but where he really wanted to go was the Knicks. And if the Knicks had pushed a little bit harder, Giannis could have pushed himself to the Knicks. But they just felt good about their team. They stayed pat. That's gonna put so much pressure on this group of players and on Leon Rose.
I mean, listen, you don't get where you want to get to this season, and Giannis is the carrot dangling. In this offseason, I can live with that. I'm fine with that. I might even, I don't know, I might even prefer that. But if you lose out on him and then you don't get to where you want to get to this postseason, people are going to lose their minds.
And then, God forbid, if Cat's one of the reasons, right? He's the guy. that doesn't perform well.
Wouldn't he have to be? Like if they fall short, wouldn't you? Right now, if I said to you, if they fall short, what would you put your finger on would be the reason?
Well, I would lean towards that, but there's so many things that could happen.
I mean,
right?
of course, listen, could God forbid you knock on with like injury, you don't want any of these things. But I mean, if you don't get to where you want to get to, you would probably think that he would be the culprit.
Right now, he's in the crosshairs anyway. Yes.
Yes.
So it's just gonna magnify itself if they just stand pat. Hey, we like this team.
I wonder if you asked him, would you like to get out of here? If he would say yes or no.
I think he probably
doesn't feel like he enjoys this right now.
Would you?
No. Well,
No,
I think the question is legitimate.
I think
would
in a
you want to
perfect
get out of here if you could.
To where though? Like I mean, like
somewhere with no pressure.
Like but that pressure's a privilege, man. There's pressure because he's a really good, like he's an all-star caliber player, and they have a chance to compete for a championship. You want to be in Portland?
Listen, they probably love him in Portland. They love their basketball. There's probably half the pressure. There's no expectations.
Yeah, but that's not fun though. When you're playing 82 games, that's not fun.
Does it look like he's having fun now?
No, he doesn't look like I'm sure he's having some fun, but there's a lot of pressure, and
if he doesn't do well in the postseason, he will get obliterated.
I'd rather get obliterated in the media.
But I don't think you can put your mindset in his mindset. I don't think he is the normal athlete.
Well, he's had tons of success, so I mean, he has to have some of that. Like, I mean, it's just he has some deficiencies right now that could cost you and have cost you, and then he's also got the personality where he looks like he can, be disengaged. He's not really like one of those, like he's not he doesn't demand the ball like you saw Vince Carter.
Demand the ball, and
did you see what Vince Carter did to him?
With who?
Did you see the conversation that Vince had with Kat?
When was this recently? Or this
it was
a while
just
back?
It was just now on the NBC the NBC game.
Mm-mm.
He was like poking at his chest, like you need to like you can't have a little guy be pushing you around, like giving him a pep talk.
I feel like we've had this in the past. Didn't like Shaq in the NBA team do that?
It
to him
pisses.
as well?
Yeah, Charles gets rattled by it. Everyone gets rattled by it. He is like
because it doesn't make sense.
No, because he's the definition of he has everything. It's like if I took his heart and put it in your body, you'd be the greatest player of all time. Like that's how no one shoots at his size like he shoots.
No.
If you put Josh Hart's heart in Cat's body, could you imagine?
You'd have LeBron James.
He'd be unstoppable.
Unstoppable. I agree. But it feels like there's something missing with him.
Right, which is why we're having this conversation in the first place.
Yeah, but instead of, I mean, at some point it's got to be on us. Like, if the NBA crew is going to talk to him, if Vince Carter, if the fans, maybe he's not that guy.
Well,
maybe he's not that alpha.
He's not. That's why he's not in Minnesota.
So you think we're going to change that?
No, I don't think we're going to change that, which is why we're setting ourselves up here for, I think, exactly what we just talking about, is that the move's not going to get made. Giannis is probably going to get dealt to a team he's probably going to extend with and stay with, and then we'll get through this playoff run, maybe be disappointed, hopefully not, but let's just say we are disappointed, and Leon Rose, Cat 1, Leon Rose 2, of who will take the most phone calls, this guy stinks.
That's right.
That's how we'll be.
If Giannis gets traded, signs an extension, Knicks don't go on a big run this postseason. I don't envy RJ screening the calls.
No, I would even say on Monday. If you lose to Detroit, then you turn around and lose to Boston on Sunday at 12:30. Monday phone calls and Giannis is somewhere else. Monday phone calls is going to be brutal.
Ugh.
So, let me ask you though. I mean, you mentioned the phone calls. Is that fair then?
Is that fair? Yeah, I think it is fair because this is, again, the reason why they're not doing it. Giannis wants to. It sounds like, and we don't know. Again, I don't know, but I'm from what I've read, and you've read, and everyone else has read. Giannis would like to play with the Knicks, and the deal would be kind of convoluted with all the things that you'd have to do and multiple teams involved and everything else. But I could give you the Bobby Marks trade. He doesn't sound like it's likely, but there's a way that they could potentially do it if Giannis pushes his way towards the Knicks. If they don't do it because we like our team and we feel like we can get through the East with this team into the NBA Finals, and they don't. That's on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're the ones that are self-evaluating
elsewhere. If you never because you're short-sighted and you think this team is going to go on a massive run and you don't get Giannis and then you lose the opportunity of ever getting him and he's the one superstar that wants to come here. Oh,
right. So
how do you ever get up from that?
You probably don't, but this is one of those. It feels like it's one of those moments, right? It feels like it's one of those turning point moments.
One of those crossroads, yeah.
Yeah, either you're right or you're wrong, right? Like either you make the right decision and we're wrong and you're right, where you believe in this team and the adjustments that they've made, and then they can, maybe flip a switch once they get to the postseason and things change and they run through the East and end up in the NBA Finals and everyone feels good about it, or that doesn't happen and
you're stuck in this, hey, the Knicks are pretty good, but they never get over that hump.
Right. But that's why Leon Rose has his job.
It's almost like a dangerous time.
Yeah, because, this is you have the opportunity to get maybe one of the best players in basketball. He wants to play for you, and you'd be the ones deciding, because of all the other stuff that goes into it, that you're good.
Right.
We're all set.
That's right. So if you're going to say we're all set, you think you have to get to the NBA Finals this year?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
If he's traded elsewhere.
If he's traded elsewhere,
right.
Yeah, because otherwise, is Detroit getting worse or is Detroit going to get better?
Better. All the teams are going to get better.
Right. Indiana's going to get Halliburton back. Boston's going to get Tatum back.
Tatum's going to come back, yeah.
Orlando's going to continue to get good.
Yeah.
Not to mention what's going on.
And healthier. Orlando's, a mess with the Wagners, right? When they get healthy and they're back.
Not to mention what's going on in the West. Right, this isn't just like, don't be so nearsighted that it's just the East. Hey, we got to get to the NBA Finals. It's once you get to the NBA Finals, it's like with the Yankees. They're back in the World Series, but are they as good as the Dodgers?
Right, and everyone has, if you just get me to the Finals, that would be enough. I wouldn't, until you get to the Finals and you get blown out, and then you'll be like, I can't believe that happened.
Right, but then the argument I hear against doing anything now, too, is, well, who knows? Maybe OKC gets picked off. Well, that's what we're going to do?
And maybe they do. But are you beating Detroit? Houston?
Well, the Spurs, I don't know, but I'm saying
Minnesota, the Spurs, I don't. You beat any of those teams.
But that can't be the mindset when I'm building my team. Are you as good as the team that you could potentially see in the finals or or wherever, Stanley Cup Finals, NBA Finals, the World Series? No, but fingers crossed, someone else does our dirty work and they get knocked off. And we don't have to face them. I can't. That's not how I can do. That's not how I would build my team.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Either my team can beat them or they can't beat them.
Yeah, I think I've put together a team that can win a championship. Or we can't. Let's take a break. This is a good start to the show.
It was all spurred on by your very average weather.
I don't think it was an average weather.
It was a downer is what it was. Hi, I'm Dave Rothenberg. Here's a wet blanket. Enjoy.
Okay. Well, great news, everyone. It's going to get up to 30 degrees today.
Yesterday was balmy compared to what it was been.
Yesterday, I actually walked outside. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I not freezing cold at this exact moment?
It wasn't bad.
You have a little reedy.
I got something if you want it. I don't want to mess up the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you will.
I feel like we bounced back nicely there.
I couldn't agree more.
And it's kind of it's depressing, but we'll be over it soon. It may be last call for football, but FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is on the rushing markets, rushing yards over unders, alternate rushing yards, and most rushing yards. Maybe you think Kenneth Walker will go over his rushing total of 76.5 rushing yards. You can bet it. How about lowering Drake May's rushing total to 30-plus rushing yards instead of 36.5? You can bet that too. Will Ramondre Stevenson have the most rushing yards of any player in this game? Guess what? You can bet that too. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as knowledgeable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Very well done. All right, let's break. We'll come back. Like I mentioned, CMT at about 7:45. Matt Miller on the NFL draft at 8:30. We have a lot to do. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player in the big game to score the first touchdown, but his teammate scores instead. With BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the big game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line with BetMGM's Second Chance. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Guys, quick PSA, forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Trust me, this is why I go to the Bouqs company every time. Bouqs delivers modern bouquets fresh to her door. Plus, with my code CANTY, you get 25% off. Bouqs flowers are cut fresh from the best farms in the world, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. They've got incredible flowers, even roses grown on the side of a volcano. And the best part? Bouqs makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Bouqs has over 50,000 five-star reviews. And listen, even if she says, don't get me anything, that doesn't mean no flowers. Flowers still score every time. Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game, so don't fumble this. Order now. Go to Bouqs.com, use my promo code CANTY for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code CANTY. Bouqs, promo code CANTY.
Wild Turkey Bourbon and ESPN New York are bringing you the ultimate New York game day. 2 games, 1 damn day. We're kicking things off on Saturday at Cappy's on 670 Merrick Road in Lynbrook, starting at 1 p.m. Stop by for Wild Turkey tastings, exclusive giveaways, and your chance to win an epic New York sports experience. Opening day energy in the Bronx, Knicks at night vibes, all in one unforgettable day. So grab your crew and experience Wild Turkey at Cappy's in Lynbrook this Saturday. Must be 21 or older. Drink responsibly.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I, always doing something for the show, have found a piece of audio which it's mind-numbing. Ray didn't know that this existed, and when I played it for him, he's like, you got to be kidding me.
What is this? Is this Super Bowl related?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
If you don't, you're going to be horrified. When RJ heard about it, we're like, RJ, did you hear about this? Like, yeah, I heard about it.
I think you know why he asked it. Right? I think we're talking about the same question.
No, that's a terrible question.
Of course it's a terrible question, but he asked it to be funny. Like to be a jerk.
Well, it's not. Is it funny?
There were some troubling things that happened at the media day.
This is what happens at media days. Someone's always looking to make a name for themselves. It's
Who
annoying.
can ask the dumbest question?
It's annoying.
Well, this guy wins.
Well, so it's like that lady
that
lady from Mexico shows up every year. Was she there this year?
Did you
catch lady from Mexico?
Did you catch?
You know who I'm talking about?
Avocados from Mexico.
No, that reporter. You know who I'm talking about? Inez.
Did you catch the interaction with Sam Darnold and the Jets fan?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's not good either.
Ray said something before the show, which was
can't say it on air.
You can't. No, I wouldn't. You can't repeat on the air.
He wasn't wrong.
You heard what he said?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Just tense him out to the picture I sent you.
What picture did you send us? The one this morning?
Yeah, the one this morning.
With Justin Fields as a Pro Bowler.
Oh.
Why would you get rid of a Pro Bowl quarterback? Is my
That's
question.
a great question.
Yeah, right.
Do you guys want him?
No, we're good. We the one thing we actually have is a really good quarterback room, I think.
I have a question. Might be a silly one. If it got to the point where Justin Fields was asked and Shedeur Sanders is at the Pro Bowl, does that mean every single AFC quarterback was asked? Is every AFC quarterback a Pro Bowler?
It's time.
It would have to be now. Because where would Justin Fields fall on the list?
I would think very low.
Wouldn't he have to be? I mean, do you think they asked Tua?
I think they had to have.
Probably.
If you ask Justin Fields, I mean, they obviously C.J. Stroud must have said no way, right? Mahomes can't go.
Do you think they asked Phillip Rivers?
No.
It sounds like Phillip Rivers. Did you read that article? Speaking of articles, that Brendan Bean pretty much told Phillip Rivers, like, hey, he was so impressed by the interview that like you're going to be in the mix, till the very end, but you got to decide whether or not you're going to be willing to fully commit to this. Don't give me an answer now. And he took himself out.
Before they made their decision.
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah, no, he would have to. It would have to be, right? I mean, who else could be behind Justin Fields to go to and Shedeur to go to the Pro Bowl?
Brady Cook didn't get asked. I can promise you that.
He was next.
RJ.
Brady Cook was clearing the schedule.
now you're mocking everybody.
But I love the response. I have
because
to
asking Justin Fields is not making a mockery of it.
Hey, I just want to say congratulations to the entire AFC for being a Pro Bowl quarterback. All of you out there.
NFC better win, huh?
It's a big participation trophy.
What's
just name the teams and leave it alone. This doesn't have to happen.
We don't have to play the game, right?
It's for ratings. They're playing the game. It does a decent TV number.
So it's two-hand touch with guys that don't deserve to be in the game, and people will. The NFL could put anything on, and people would watch it.
And it's on ESPN, and we'll all be watching. You'll be watching.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we also recognize the partnership that was just done. That's been agreed to between ESPN and the NFL.
It's officially official now.
Right.
Right. So they need to have a Pro Bowl team. So you are an all-star for that season. And then if that player declines or is hurt or is playing in the Super Bowl or whatever, then just invite people to play in the game. And you can pay them if you want.
Right. You
need
to make this I need to go to this to collect my money, to get my car, to whatever it is.
Whatever it is. To go on a nice vacation, whatever it is, but you can't be a Pro Bowl. You can't. It completely diminishes the accomplishment.
Right. I mean, obviously, there's no draw at all for these guys to be Pro Bowlers.
No, but then they'll turn around when your career's over and you'll look at their stats and it's like he was a how many time Pro Bowler.
Shedeur is now eligible for the NFL Hall of Fame, by the way.
Right. We talked about that when we were talking about Eli.
Yeah.
Like he's a Pro Bowler.
He's a Pro Bowler. Yeah, and because Justin Fields turned it down, he's not a Pro Bowler, right?
No, he's not.
But if you're offered and you say, no, you're not a Pro Bowler, but if you're offered, you say, yes, now you are a Pro Bowler.
Right, because you're doing them a solid.
Interesting. Let's get to these Knicks calls. Stamatis in Astoria. Good morning, Stamatis. You're on ESPN.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Good.
The only thing more important than my morning coffee is DiPietro Rothenberg. I just want to put that out there.
We appreciate that.
That's nice.
So, gentlemen, the Knicks, obviously, you know how I feel about it. Here's my take, okay? Julius Randle was here. He was a multiple-time All-Star when we had him. We traded him to upgrade to Cat, correct?
Right.
So I think we're literally in the same position as that right now. I think that upgrading from Cat to Giannis is like pretty much a very similar upgrade. I believe that Giannis is a better player. He's a bigger dog, the way he plays, and he's exactly the element that's needed to go over the top against a team like Detroit. That's how I see that. And on the same token, if the Knicks find out that Giannis is getting dealt and there's really nothing they can do about it, it sounds like Minnesota's got the upper hand right now. That's what I'm reading. If that's the case, then and the Knicks know they're not going to get him, why not try and infiltrate the trade to try and get DiVincenzo back? Because they're going to need to clear $11 million in space to make that deal happen, and maybe we get DiVincenzo back pennies on the dollar. So, why'd your take on all that?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone would be happy, but that would be quite a. Thanks for the call. Quite a fall off from the prize.
Right. Listen, it would make people happy. People would love to see Dante back. Bottom line,
put the Villanova guys back together. Great.
Right, but bottom line for this New York Knicks team is how far they get in the playoffs. That's it. That's how they'll be judged. None of
Right.
this will matter.
And
the
I
NBA
like
Cup
Dante
won't matter.
a lot.
Yeah, right.
But
Well,
is he leading you to the NBA Finals?
No, but not by himself. I mean, could it be a piece of? Could he make big shots in the postseason that helps you get to the NBA Finals? Yeah. It's not Giannis, but you don't have to. Trade potentially Mikal Bridges and Cat and Deuce
right
to get Dante.
Right.
So you're not upsetting this iteration of the team. But it's a dangerous game you're playing.
It's a danger. Yeah, you're in a because you're very good. There's no doubt about it, right? You're a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. You're very good. You're one of those teams you circle and you say could get to the NBA Finals, but it's very tenuous. And if you don't make the right move, and he winds up somewhere else, you know what's going to happen. I'll tell you right now what's going to happen. Fans will lose their minds.
Right. So, I mean, is this? Will it all be Leon Rose's fault? No, I don't think it'll all be Leon Rose's fault, because if Giannis really wanted to get dealt, he should have really pushed it during the offseason. He just made this a whole hell of a lot more complicated now for the Knicks, if that's where he wanted to go.
That's right. Speaking of the Knicks fans, you have the opportunity, everybody, to join Bart Scott and Chris Carlin. Do you know about this?
No, tell me.
I'm going to tell you, for a special Knicks watch party on Thursday, February the 19th at Tara Moore, 150 West 30th Street, starting at 7 o'clock. Watch the Knicks take on Detroit in a big Eastern Conference matchup with Wild Turkey bourbon specials, great prizes, and awesome vibes all night long. You'll also have chances to win Knicks tickets. Enter Wild Turkey's Bourbon's Ultimate New York Game Day Experience this April. Join Bart and Carlin at Tara Moore, Thursday, February the 19th. Tip-off 7:30. Brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Must be 21 or over. Enjoy Wild Turkey responsibly. That's a nice night with those guys.
Nice if the Knicks play well and win. Not going to be nice because Bart is loves the Pistons.
Well, he's from there, so it makes sense that he would.
If you ask the Atlanta Hawks who they would rather play, the Knicks or the Heat, they would say the Atlanta Hawks.
They probably would.
That never, they probably would. That never gets old, by the way.
No, it never gets old.
All right, let's break, come back. A lot of calls to get to, a lot of NFL to get to, a lot of sound to get to. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Benjamin Franklin, sir, I've just received news.
Speak.
They're multiplying you.
Multiplying me?
Yes, many times.
Multiple Benjamins.
Shall I stop it?
No.
Multiply your Benjamins with New York Lottery's Extra Multiplier Scratch-Off games. Play for the chance to multiply your winnings up to 100 times. Prizes up to $3 million.
I've won! I've multiplied myself! We won!
Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too, someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is making every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions, featuring over $5 million in prizes. Here's how it works. Open the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. And every live bet means another shot to win. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet live for your your share of $5 million in prizes with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY and 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming Inc. DraftKings Sportsbook is making every snap, every drive, every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions. Open the app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code UNSPORTSMANLIKE. That's code UNSPORTSMANLIKE. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code UNSPORTSMANLIKE. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single-use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming Inc.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Can I take your coat?
Oh, you noticed. Yeah, I found it on eBay from a seller in Vegas. Pre-loved and perfect. She listed it and jackpot. Italian leather, classic trench silhouette. And did you see the braided buckle?
Hang on to your claim ticket.
Oh, I'll hang on to this forever. Have you been on eBay? There's so many finds. And I bet that diving watch would sell fast. Just saying.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Raymond is feisty today.
I could tell before the show he's going to be feisty today.
You knew this was going to happen?
Yeah, he's got too much rest.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. No Knicks, no Rangers last night. Raymond probably put his head on the pillow at 10:30, got a good night's sleep, and now he's clicking today.
All cylinders.
I did watch the Islanders play last night a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Scored early. Took the lead.
I don't understand why.
Why what?
You're not a good guy.
Maybe not.
You want people to believe that you're a good guy, you're just not.
Why? Every time the Rangers lose a game, you make sure to bring it up. Every time.
Rangers are rebuilding.
Okay.
Retooling.
Okay.
I got real playoff aspirations right now.
Okay.
Okay, just let me live.
Live.
Let me and RJ live.
Okay, RJ's living. I saw this go across the bottom line last night. Sabres are 21-4 in their last 25.
Yeah, right. Like they don't want. RJ doesn't need an Olympic break right now. RJ needs to keep these things, the good vibes going.
How did this go from they never ever go? This is like if the Jets are sitting here at like 10-2, you'd be like, wait, what the hell is happening?
They got Pagulas busy interrupting Brendan Bean during press conferences.
Listen, the two go hand in hand. So
let Pagula handle the Bills. Keep his eye on his daughter in the tennis. Let the Sabres just do what the Sabres are doing. That's it.
The Sabres are doing it too.
Sabres are doing it.
They are red hot.
Listen, it's all happening. I mean, they made some front office changes. There was an assistant GM that was living out of town that was making roster moves.
Really?
Working remotely. Yeah, it's not good.
Where was he living?
Pittsburgh. It's not great.
I won't be around the team at all, but can I run point on the team? Sure.
Listen, but I mean, these are the stories that come out with Sabres, Jets. I mean, if I had to just lay the story out there, you would assign it to like the Sabres or the Jets.
Who was your Hassam? Did you have a Hassam?
No, not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Well, maybe you can avoid that.
Maybe you just need Woody to buy another team.
He left, RJ. It didn't work. He left. He was gone. He was the ambassador. He was gone. It still didn't work.
And it was equally bad.
Then this is a Dave Weather report. Then I got nothing for you.
That's it?
That's it.
Groundhog Day?
There's no optimism.
Great.
Well, you got the picks. Other than the picks, you got absolutely nothing.
Currently, we don't have much.
I mean, this Matt Miller mock draft was sexy for the Jets.
Oh, it was really sexy.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd be nice if we could settle on an offensive coordinator. That'd be nice.
What happened to Frank Reich?
It doesn't sound like Frank is really in the mix anymore.
He was like, it was going to be Wink Martindale and Frank Reich, and that was done. And now Frank Reich did he vanish?
Maybe he kind of got a firsthand look of what's actually going on inside that building.
It sounds like it's between Roman and Bevel now.
Didn't love what he saw. Like, why would I put myself through this?
No, apparently he won't.
Hey, what are we doing at quarterback? Not real sure what we're doing at quarterback.
We got to get into that a little bit later, too. Connor Hughes has a pretty good prediction that the Jets are going to wind up with a quarterback. Let's get there in a little bit. Let's get to Rodney in North Carolina. Hi, Rodney. How you doing?
Good morning, Dave. How you doing, guys?
Good.
Big fan. I love the show. I just wanted to talk about Cat, how frustrating it is. Because, it's fine. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of sight.
Go ahead.
Working. So with Cat, I don't think he has ball, or he's, like, for example, the last game with Jalen Brunson against the Lakers, he didn't play great, but they were doubling him as soon as he got the ball. But they figured it out how to play. Maybe Cat is not to the point where he realizes that. And also on the defensive side, like, he doesn't get his way. He starts, moping and not getting back on defense. Because I remember game 1 of Eastern Conference Finals last year, him and the OG got at it because when they started coming back, it's because he kept leaving I forgot the name of the shooting guard. That player's name in the end open, and that's why they kept shooting it. So my frustration with Cat is that it's like first he has not buying in to just being unselfish and sometimes you're gonna get it, sometimes you're not. And I think even him and Mitch have been going at it on the bench because Mitch is a defensive player, he's a hustle player. He's not that.
Well, their games couldn't be more opposite, right? Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah. They have one guy that's, should be, and thanks for the call, Rodney, a great offensive player, an elite skill set offensively, a terrific shooter for a big guy, and you have the other guy who has no offensive game whatsoever and is a dog.
Right, but I think there's I think it's not necessarily like about their games and how their games are different. It's just, it's kind of what Mikal Bridges was it a couple. It's just it's that you can be in whatever role that is that helps your team win.
Well, that's not Karl Anthony Towns. He plays his game. Whatever his game is what he's going to play. And he's not going to deviate from that.
Oh, that's a problem then. That's again.
I'm done.
Well, it doesn't sound like they are. So you're going to have to live with it.
Okay. Then they'll see if they can make this work, and I hope that they can. I prefer that they go get Giannis. It sounds like they probably won't. In fact, let's hear from our buddy Brian Windhorst on the latest with Karl Anthony Towns and Giannis and the trade and all that stuff.
The Knicks believe in this team, and that could end up being, an excellent assessment, or that could end up being a mistake. But they believed in this team last summer when Giannis was sort of loosely available in those discussions. They didn't make an aggressive offer at that time to progress those talks. If they want to win a bidding war for Giannis now, I think it's going to take a 3 or 4 team trade where they take some of their players, go out and get other assets for them, and then come back to the Bucks and make very strong offers. That is just not happening. They are not showing that aggression to get Giannis right now, and I think that's because they like this team. They don't think the Eastern Conference is a giant mountain to climb. And while this team has flaws, the entire East is limited in some capacity. And so, look, if Giannis doesn't get traded and the Knicks don't win the East this year, this could be revisited. But the Knicks, with their words and actions, what Jim Dolan recently said in an interview that he believes in this team, I don't think we're headed in that direction right now.
So what bothers me about that is he says, the Knicks don't look at the East as really a giant hurdle, so thus they won't make the trade. That shouldn't be part of your analysis at all.
No, it should be, are we a championship caliber team?
It doesn't make us better.
Right. I mean, I think the tricky part is does it make you better this year? And I think you could probably make the argument that it doesn't, just because of what you lose, and how how does that affect the chemistry in the locker room? How does that affect Giannis trying to figure out what the system is and how those pieces all work? I would imagine it's going to take some time. Just like last year when you made those deals. Windy was one of the people that was saying it. Hey, I know everyone's going to be excited and the expectations are going to be through the roof, but this may not be the year. It may be next year when they can figure out the depth pieces and all those other things. But I'm with you.
You're slowly losing time.
Well, but I'm with you, though. It's you're playing a dangerous game because you had the flirtation this summer. It didn't happen. And, that could have been, a lot on, Giannis not pushing the envelope or whatever. They didn't think Milwaukee was serious. Milwaukee wanted to ride this thing out. And now, if he does get dealt and you don't get him, and now you don't ever have a chance to get him, and the playoffs are disappointing, how do you make the team?
What do you do?
Right, how do you make the team a championship caliber team?
I don't know that you can. And by looking at the rest of these, hey, we should be able to win the East regardless. That's no way to go about building a team. You want to make your team as good as humanly possible. And why would you settle on, hey, we don't look at the East as a gauntlet? Wouldn't you want to win the whole thing? You want to make this a championship team? Do you think you're as good as Oklahoma City? Do you think you're as good as Houston? Do you think you're as good as Minnesota? San Antonio? I don't know the answer to that. I know, in my mind, you have an opportunity, potentially, to make yourself a better team. I would explore that opportunity if I could.
Well, the goal should be the goal. The goal isn't just to get to the NBA Finals. The goal is once you get to the NBA Finals, have enough to win a championship. So I don't care what teams in the East have flaws and we have flaws, so we'll just battle it out and hopefully we end up in the NBA Finals.
Right. It's strange. I don't want to become a better team because I don't think the East is a very good conference. What sense does that make?
Well, listen, it could be they just think that this team is better than you think this team is.
Yeah, you could be right. As currently constituted, I don't think this is a team that goes to the NBA Finals.
You also got to remember, though, you don't have any, there's no feelings involved for you. There's no relationships involved for you.
But isn't that cleaner then?
It's much cleaner.
Yeah.
But that's not. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that Leon Rose has a relationship with Cat and may believe in Cat more than you believe in Cat.
Well, if he believes in him, that's fine. If he believes in him because he likes him or whatever the reason is. Belichick was always a savage with that, right? We'll trade this guy because...
Yeah, but not everyone's Belichick.
Oh, well, maybe they should go to that playbook a little bit more.
Okay, that's easier said than done, but it's the reality of where we're at. And just in any walk of life, any business is some people that are in charge.
Let emotions get in the way. I understand.
Right, those aren't relationships
you have to try
that you
to
can
take
just
that
walk
out
away
of the
from.
equation as best you can.
Of course you do, but that again is easier said than done.
Tony Ronkonkoma. Tony, good morning. How you doing?
Guys, I love the show and I love the Giannis talk, but it bothers me how we're only talking about Karl Anthony Towns as if it's going to be a one-for-one type of deal. I know you guys don't realize that.
No. We also have agreed that probably a minimum of McBride and Bridges would be involved in this deal as well.
Well, it seems like they want OG, and I wouldn't touch this deal if it was OG. And I feel like Karl Anthony Towns is exactly as advertised as when we traded for him. So moving on from him this quickly seems like an aggressive move, and you have to tell the other side of the story. If you trade for Giannis and you don't make the finals or he gets injured, how is this a good deal? I just feel like you have to tell the other side of it. We're a very good team right now. We're second in the Eastern Conference. I don't actually know if we're good enough to make the finals, but I feel like we have a very strong chance to win the East. And the reality is no matter what you do, the pressure and the spotlight is going to be insurmountable because of what they did with Tom Thibodeau last year and how last season ended. Love the show, guys. Thank you for the call.
Thanks. There's tremendous pressure on this team because you got to the Eastern Conference Finals when nobody expected it, and then you fired the coach.
Right. I feel like, though, like his point of you got to tell the other side. Doesn't that go without saying? Right? Like if you take this team, which right at the moment you feel good about because they're winning games and they're second in the East, and you feel like there's a chance they could get out of the East, and you take away, Cat and Mikal Bridges and Deuce or whoever it ends up being, and you trade for Giannis, and Giannis gets hurt, right, his calf again, or God forbid pops his Achilles. Of course, it's a bad deal at that point.
Yes, obviously.
I mean, do we have?
If
do you have to tell that
side?
side?
If Giannis playing in the postseason, would you look at it as a bad deal right now? You look at it as a disaster.
Right. I just played Windy for you, where he talked about this would have to be a 3 or 4 team trade, where the Knicks would have to go out and trade players to bring back assets to then trade to Milwaukee. And you guys are making it as simple as Cat for Giannis. Are we really? Or did we just play Windy 10 seconds ago talking about how complicated the deal would be?
And also, what would the big piece of how can you trade Deuce McBride for Giannis? I mean, Cat would be the big piece in this trade. And I agree with the caller. I'm not trading OG. I'm not doing it.
No, I don't want to trade OG either.
That to me is a non-starter.
I think if it was as simple as Cat for Giannis, it'd be done.
You do it right now.
Right, we'd be done.
It's
not
right
that
now.
simple.
But he did love the show, which is nice.
Which is great. Which is awesome. I love that.
Getting a lot of emails about your hats, by the way. Where are we with that? Are they back in stock?
Yes, they are going to be back in stock, and we also have a red, white, and blue one with the American flag for the Olympics.
You've added another layer to the whole hat thing.
Another layer. Maybe dropping a new one here at some point to get us ramped up for the baseball season. It's got a nice new fresh logo on it.
And when are we going to get some non-hat wear?
I am currently in the market of sampling different kinds of hoodies to make sure that I get the proper feel.
Is it going to be like a nice fabric? Nice.
That's what
soft,
I'm doing right now.
Warm,
That's what I'm doing.
Soft.
Yes.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing. Testing.
And then because I'm this level of friend and co-host, how can people purchase these hats?
We go to Dressed to 39s. Dressed to 39's, and we'll have the hats. Once the new one drops, I'll let you know. The baseball one's nice, too. I'm actually thinking about doing the baseball one where all proceeds will go to, all the money made will go to help get our baseball team to Cooperstown.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Wait till you see how much that's going to cost.
I already saw it. Very expensive.
Did you see the TikTok going around about the players in the Super Bowl that played in Cooperstown?
No, is there a lot of them?
Oh, yeah. Drake May, Sam Darnold, yeah, a lot.
You know what's amazing, though? Tell me if you get this. I mean, as you went through this whole thing with Ben. And, I feel like when I tell stories, it's almost like, it's not the Chara parachute story, but I feel like a lot of the time it feels like me talking about me, but it's just mostly like that I've experienced a lot of the stuff that the kids are going through since I started where they started and then went through. I can't tell you how many times I get asked about, hey, did you play other sports? How important was that? And I'm like, yes, I played baseball. It was my favorite sport, and I played this, and I played that, and I think it's crucial. And then they turn around, and then the kids will play no sports and just play hockey. Yeah. Like, why do you ask me then?
I agree with you specifically with that, but it's a larger issue. People do that all the time. They ask for advice. They ask for help. They ask for you to point them in the right direction. You tell them what you think, and then they do whatever they want anyway.
Right, but it
drives me crazy.
I mean, you just said that list. How many guys? I've seen almost every NHL guy get asked that question because I think people are interested to know it, and they're like, "Oh yeah." Like once the spring hit, I played like a little hockey, but mostly it was baseball, it was lacrosse, it was soccer, it was all these different things. Did that help? Oh, tremendously. All the different things. It gave me a chance to rest, have fun with my friends, like develop all these other athletic skills that I wouldn't necessarily do if I was just playing hockey. And then all these people are like, you know what, screw it. Let's skate 7 days a week.
That's right. And just focus on hockey. All right, let's take a break. Come back. We'll get to the football. More of your calls on the Knicks. We got to get to the Yankees. Aaron Boone was on the K yesterday. You texted K, I imagine, for his birthday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Did you hear back?
I gave him an early one, yeah.
Is he a little I mean, he probably didn't let it know. A little disappointed that you didn't go to the party, I would imagine.
I'm sure he's probably disappointed, yeah. I'm disappointed.
I heard he went after some people on his show.
Oh, do we have that sound? Because I like that.
Yeah, that he's unhappy that no one really went to the party from the station.
I think he knows how we all feel about him.
Well, I don't know. The actions didn't speak that. So we break, we come back. A lot to do. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads today. And here is Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this CMT Tuesday, watch for some ongoing issues here on the eastbound belt at Merrick Boulevard. It's an accident. Jackie Robinson East at Metropolitan Avenue, a crash. 24 West, exit 8 into Short Hills, a collision. And over on the West Shore Expressway, southbound 440 ramp to South Avenue, car right off the ramp. 7 trains suspended, Hunters Point Ave to Hudson Yards with an ongoing investigation. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Looking for the best meat and seafood at unbeatable prices? Get to Wild Fork Foods. They offer the widest selection of meats and seafoods you'll find anywhere. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. From beef and poultry to seafood, pork, and even exotic and game meats, you'll get the best value for your buck. Visit one of their 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or order online for same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, your neighborhood's meat and seafood market.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts on Wednesday at Pig Beach with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Nuggets, Pig Beach is your destination. The party tips off at 7 p.m. Team ESPN will be giving away plenty of ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans on Wednesday night at 3537 36th Street, ground floor in Astoria. Cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at Pig Beach in Astoria.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2 New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The Knicks believe in this team. That could end up being an excellent assessment, or that could end up being a mistake.
Even if you like this team, would you like it better with Giannis?
Do you believe this team is good enough to win 4 playoff series? If that answer is no, then you should probably look into this.
And if you don't make the move now, he's going to get traded, and then there goes Giannis.
The Knicks, with their words and actions, I don't think we're headed in that direction right now.
Are you trying to win a championship, or are you trying to be a pretty good team?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The only thing more important than my morning coffee is DiPietro and Rothenberg. I just want to put that out there.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, big 7 o'clock hour. Knicks hot topic until this trade deadline passes us by 3 o'clock on Thursday. And then, of course, in ironic fashion, it's the Knicks and the Pistons on Friday night.
Yeah, it's followed up by the Knicks and Celtics.
That's a nice little Sunday for you. Right?
It's a nice little
Celtics
Sunday.
Into a little NFL pregame and then the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I just don't feel like the Super Bowl has any juice right now for us.
It doesn't have any juice.
All right, can we add some juice to it?
What's the juice?
I don't know, juice me up. I want to get fired up for Sunday. I want to get my menu prepared. I want to get excited.
Well, I don't think there's a lot of juice with this game.
I want to give myself a reason to eat.
Well, I mean,
food.
you can make yourself some delicious treats. That's juicy.
What a mistake I made on Sunday too, by the way.
What did you do?
Starving. What are we having? And I mean, there's no football, so the reality is we should just eat normal, right? There's no reason to get crazy.
Well, I thought it was all birthday celebrations.
It was. This is before. Everything else was like we actually had Saturday night, and then we had Sunday planned. But it was like, what are we doing? It's lunchtime, and we need to eat something because we have too much time in between now and when we're going to eat dinner. And I had to, I get the stuff ready to make the cake and all the different things. And I was like, you know what sounds good? Jersey Mike's. But I also could feel I could also be tempted to have a couple tacos also.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Not a great combo.
You ever think you might have an actual problem?
I think I'm in the moment. Yeah,
I mean,
as I was eating.
Hey, Jersey Mike's, great idea. Or tacos, great idea. Not, hey, let me get Jersey Mike's and have tacos.
Well, I felt like both, and they just so happen to be close to each other. So I was like, you know what we can do is order the tacos. I'll pick up Jersey Mike's. Tacos are ready. Boom, we're good. Not a great idea.
And how did it play out? Your stomach must have loved you for this.
It hated me.
Yeah.
It hated me.
By the way, today's a very important anniversary.
Of what?
It's 18 years ago today. 18 years ago today. A very important day in my life. And millions of lives all over the world.
That's it's obviously a Giants thing.
Maybe.
Can you tell us, please?
February 3rd, 2008. The little engine that could. Takes on the big, bad, undefeated New England Patriots. And thanks to divine intervention and a late whistle on a play and a helmet catch and an unbelievable defensive line and a future Hall of Fame quarterback leading the Giants on a game-winning drive, the Giants beat the Patriots 17-14.
The fact they held them to 14 points, period.
Unbelievable. Do you remember Brady giggling before the game?
Yeah, and I think that was 17, right?
Yeah, right. He's like, they're going to hold us to 17 points.
Little did he know.
You must have been rooting for the Giants that day.
That must haunt.
We're only going to score 17 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
As he's now posting thirst traps of himself laying on the couch. I've moved to the bed. Is this what you do when there's no football? Look how sexy I am.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Tom.
He is kind of sexy.
He is. I don't know. I feel like he's looking less sexy lately.
Yeah, I agree.
He's going the other way?
Yeah, I think he's going too far. Yeah, he's doing too much.
Well,
he looks kind of fake now.
You mean with the face?
I mean now.
Yeah.
Well, I think he had a nice little sweet spot there where you're like, whoa. He looks like his last year in Tampa.
But if you look at like Tom Brady during that game, like 15, 18 years ago, he looked great. Now it just like he still looks youthful, but it looks plasticky.
I think he's doing some work.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I don't love the look.
I mean, I think that's for sure.
I definitely think there's a fine line. Like I think that Kris Jenner spent $1 bazillion on her facelift. Looks phenomenal.
Right. Well, Kris Jenner's also very young. Kris Jenner, is the mom?
The mom.
Yeah, that's the mom.
Okay.
See, her facelift looks phenomenal. But I think there's also, look at, and then you got my mother who, maybe went a little
here
too
we
far.
go.
I'm just saying, there's a sweet spot.
Did you
And
have
sometimes
facelifts on your bingo card today, Raymond?
You just keep going, and then it's like, you went too far.
Facelifts could appear on like random bingo cards. It's not an everyday bingo card for the show, but like it could pop up once a week.
Yeah, it's possible. It is possible. I'm just saying, like, I looked at Tom Brady and thought, wow, that is a beautiful looking man. And when I see him now, I'm like, I don't.
How often do you think though someone on that Patriots team thinks about that Super Bowl?
Every day.
I don't know how I think I would think. I think you're right.
Every single day. It would. See, the thing is, they won. But how about like Randy Moss, who never won? That like for someone like that must haunt him. No.
Yes.
I think it haunts Brady just because he's a lunatic with winning. But Brady won 1 million Super Bowls, so at least he has things to like. Well, I won this, I won that, but to go potentially undefeated. Something we haven't seen since the Dolphins did it on a shorter schedule, and it's more difficult now. Oh, they had it right there.
19-0.
They had it right there.
It was right there. Yeah, that would haunt me, man. That helmet catch. I mean, that would keep me up at night. Still can't believe that happened.
Oh, that was so good.
It really was. I mean, it's one of the most iconic plays in the history of in the sport.
I mean, you could argue it's the most iconic play in the history.
It might be.
Right, I mean,
it's the whole thing.
If I said, like, what singular play in the history of football in that moment, like huge? I would say the Franco Harris immaculate reception was up there.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Santonio Holmes catch.
Yep.
The Manningham catch was a big one.
Yep.
The
Norwood missed field goal was huge.
Norwood missed field goal. The Harrison fumble return against Arizona.
Interception.
Yep.
Yep.
Did he return for a touchdown?
Yep, at the end of the half.
Yep. That was a huge play.
Yeah. And game-changing play, right? It's got to be game-changing. It's got to be a huge game. I mean, I don't know if it's a specific play, but like the drive for Elway was a huge moment.
Yep. Was it Sean Payton that called the onside kick to start the second half in the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
See, the Super Bowl's still going to be fun. I know it doesn't feel juicy right now.
No. I will tell you this. The lead up for me is not it doesn't have the juice. When they are introducing the players and they run onto the field and they flip the coin and we're getting ready for the start of the Super Bowl, I'll be in.
Yeah, I think I think we get to Thursday. I think we get through Stump Rothenberg tomorrow, and Thursday we're going to be ready.
And then Friday we'll probably spend a lot of the show discussing the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. It's going to be regular Friday. We make our picks. Right? We go around the league, picks, all that stuff.
Frenzy. Ray, most iconic play, because you're a football connoisseur, most iconic play in the history of the NFL.
The most iconic play.
Yeah.
Leon Lett.
No. I mean, that was iconic for a different reason.
Which one, though?
So it might be an iconic blooper.
You know what's awful? The one in the regular season lost them the game. The one in the Super Bowl, people are so horrified by. They won by 40 anyway.
Yeah. It's still a all-time NFL blooper, though.
It is. Well, because he stopped running.
That or Jim Marshall running the wrong way.
Ugh.
That's a.
Not only did he run the wrong way, he ran the wrong way and then took the ball and heaved it into the crowd.
Oh yeah.
So what do you say? What's your play?
No, because I feel like definitely in modern times, like the Eli Super Bowl 42 throw is probably like in modern times, because it's hard to come up with something in modern times that fits. If you're going back in the day, you're thinking like Bart Starr in the Ice Bowl type of thing, but
the quarterback sneak.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's probably the
immaculate reception.
Yeah.
Probably.
Which is not. I mean, I guess it's modern times because it's Super Bowl era, but it's a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't consider it modern times.
Dwight Clark catch is always big.
Yeah, that's a good
time.
one. That's a massive play. I'm glad Ray, you don't remember that.
Tuck rule.
Tuck rule, that's a good one too.
Music. They got the Music City Miracle is one of them.
Music City Miracle was
Philly Special. Philly Special's a big one.
Philly Special's a big one. No, it has to be there, Dave. It has to be there.
I'm not saying it's not a huge play.
You sounded disgusted.
At the play. I still would love to know. If I had one question to ask Belichick, why did Malcolm Butler not play in that game? Why?
I would love to know that too. Exactly what happened.
And nothing is ever kept quiet now. And that's nobody knows why he didn't play, and nobody says it. Tell us.
So everyone knows. They all know why.
No, but we don't know.
Yeah, I want to know.
Like how are they able to keep this quiet for a decade?
Maybe there's no great reason.
One day we're gonna know the truth. One day.
Yeah, but you would
Does
think
that still bother you, Ray?
know,
Like
though.
it bothers me?
It should bother everybody because it's remarkable. Like I remember, like in real time, thinking like, "What do you mean he's not playing? Why is he not playing?
Right.
Why is he not in the game? What's happening?"
Well, absolutely awful.
Is Scott
With
Norwood
all these podcasts and everything else, you would imagine it would already come out by now.
Is Scott Norwood one?
Yeah, we said Norwood.
All right.
James Kelleher emails in, not trying to change the topic. Devin Hester's opening touchdown, great moment. No,
Well, that didn't go anywhere.
they lost the game.
No, they lost the game.
It didn't. No, that's
That was an
terrible.
ugly Super Bowl too. Rain, just gross.
It was in Miami, I think, right?
Yeah, I think
That was
so.
the Prince halftime, right?
That I don't remember.
It
in
was
Miami.
raining.
Like there are great plays.
Purple Rain.
Like I'm looking at a list right now. They get the Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Right, there's great plays, but for some reason, what's the one that stands out in your mind? Like it's just the
Eli to
second.
Tyree.
Yeah, I think it's the.
Because
It's
the
probably that
because
one.
of the
moment,
importance
right?
of the play. Yeah.
It was the final drive of a Super Bowl. It was an undefeated team. I mean, it had all the drama, and the play was wild.
For me, I think it's Big Ben to Holmes. I maintain that's the greatest throw in NFL history, in my opinion.
Really?
Big Ben to Santonio Holmes, given the Super Bowl's on the line.
I think the Eli to Manningham's a better one.
It's a big
I'm not
play.
going to tell you that Tyree was a great throw because it wasn't.
Here's
it was just hoisted up there.
Here's the reason why I wouldn't put the Manningham one, because it was a play on the drive. The Santonio one was
the touchdown.
That was for all the money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking away from it. I'm curious that you find out to be the greatest throw in NFL history.
I think you would find outside of this area that a lot of people agree with me.
How about the catch? Your team.
Well, yeah. Well, are we talking Super Bowl? Yeah, I mean the catch launched the dynasty.
Just any play. Doesn't have to be. I mean, that was NFC Championship game, and it was taking down the Cowboys.
Yeah,
held the TO catch for that matter.
Yeah, launched the dynasty. But I mean, maybe it's just me. But that throw, I just remember thinking in the moment, like that's as good as it gets.
I actually thought the catch was better than the throw. Getting the feet down was incredible.
Well, the whole play. I mean, I said greatest throw. I mean greatest play. I misspoke.
It's certainly up there. It's on the Mount Rushmore of great plays in NFL history.
You'll be ready to go by Sunday. You're going to be excited.
The Odell catch against the Cowboys.
Yeah, but what did that lead to? It led to nothing.
Well, I'm not saying like it just means as far as like what people consider, like he was talking about the best throw. Like for a long time, that catch was not like that was like the best catch that people had seen.
It was an unbelievable catch.
I mean, it's pass interference. It's 3 fingers he catches with. Somehow
it's Cowboys. It's Sunday Night Football.
Right.
The whole world is watching. Yeah, absolutely.
It launched Odell,
but they still lost the game.
I understand it, but you're just talking singular plays. But that one, but you've definitely seen better catches than that recently. It's like
Garrett Wilson had an incredible catch.
Well, like what's the Major League Baseball? What's one of the greatest catches of all time? Everyone always you always see it. It was the Willie Mays catch, right?
Right.
And then I could make the argument that the Jim Edmonds catch was a much better catch.
Where he dove fully ran up the hill?
No. Dude, Jim Edmonds dove fully extended, like facing the wall, like towards the warning track, and caught it.
Yeah.
Like that's I don't think people understand how hard that catch is. But the Willie Mays one is the one that kind of was the first one. So
I thought he was running up the hill in like Houston.
He's done that before too, but this one he was diving, like he was completely turned towards the wall and dove into the warning track and caught it over his shoulder. It was unbelievable.
By the way,
John, football purist, chiming in. No, it's just not accurate. 3 touchdowns on 3 consecutive plays was pretty memorable. Super Bowl 35. No, the game was a disaster. It was the 34-7 final. The game was not entertaining at all. The Giants got mauled in that game. I mean, you tell me. You're not a Giants fan. Do you look back and be like, oh, I remember the 3 touchdowns on 3 consecutive plays?
No. But this is John.
I mean,
just
I
trying
do
to
remember it.
Well, yeah,
right. But he's trying to reaffirm that he's smarter than you.
It's not a good look for him.
Right.
The game was over.
Like he dives deep into he's an into the weeds kind of guy.
I remember that like it was yesterday. Ravens scored a touchdown, and then what's his face? The Lambeau special guy, Ron Dixon, returns the kickoff for a touchdown, and then Jermaine Lewis returns the next kick for a touchdown. But it's not, and it's not me being it was a 34-7 final.
Right. Here's the other thing though you need to understand though is John doesn't necessarily get from the 20s in. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's a red zone guy.
He's a red zone guy.
So a lot of the stuff he sees is 20 to 20.
But it's a kind of a terrible take. Like of all the great moments that we've had in the Super Bowl, how could you look at that as anything really overly special at all?
I told you because he's trying to he's trying to veer away from what everyone else would say and really get into the weeds.
But I think there's many other things you could go with.
He's not perfect. Listen, he makes mistakes.
Yeah, I guess. But he thinks he's perfect, and there's
Tim's
the problem.
Tim's with skinny jeans.
He thinks he's gorgeous. He thinks he's perfect.
It wouldn't be the first time that he's made a mistake.
He has a very high opinion of himself. You have a little something you want to tell me?
I got some stuff.
All right.
I got some stuff if you're interested.
I'm always interested.
I know you're always interested. You're a very supportive Reed guy.
I try.
All right. Well, it may be last call for football, but FanDuel, they're the best. Giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost, 30%, is on the rushing markets, rushing yards, over-unders, alternate rushing yards, and most rushing yards. Maybe you think Kenneth Walker will go over his rushing total of 76.5 rushing yards. Guess what? You can bet it. How about lowering Drake May's rushing total to 30-plus rushing yards instead of 36.5? You can bet that too. Will Ramondre Stevenson have the most rushing yards of any player in this game? Yeah, you can bet that also. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration or max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Very well done. But by the way, John had a clear avenue to a great one that we would have been like, you know what, that's a great one. The interception in the Super Bowl for Seattle when they didn't run the football.
Oh,
that's the one.
Not
one. The touchdown kickoff returns.
That Malcolm Butler interception. That's a great one.
Yeah, that was the avenue. I got that in an email, and I totally forgot about that play.
Good one.
But a great one, John. Well, how about wearing Jermaine Lewis the kick to make it 34-7 in Super Bowl 35? No.
How about the Julio Jones catch? I know they ended up losing that game, but how about that catch?
I don't even. What I don't. Obviously, it's against the Patriots.
I remember that catch
down the right sideline.
Unbelievable.
How about the Edelman catch?
Well, the Edelman catch.
Edelman catch.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fumble. There was so much from that Super Bowl.
That was a good game.
I was listening to someone say though. What's that?
Were you at Michael's for that game?
I don't know if I was
he stopped by.
I think I was there and then left.
Yeah, he stopped by with gifts. I remember.
Oh, yeah, brought scooters.
Yeah, he brought scooters.
That was that Super Bowl, huh?
Now makes sense.
What?
No, nothing.
No, I come with something because he invited us to his home.
So you're nobody brings scooters when they go to someone's home. Nobody.
Well,
they bring like an apple pie. That's scooters.
No. It's me being thoughtful. What do you get, Michael? He's got everything.
No.
Well, how about I get his kids scooters?
Party. You bring some kind of a delicious food. You don't bring, hey, kids, scooters.
Hey, kids, sorry we're intruding on your house. Why don't you go play with some scooters? That's a nice gift. That's a thoughtful gift.
It's over the top is what it is.
No, it's not over the
top.
top.
No one would. RJ, I know you agree with him every single time. Can you please? People do not bring scooters.
I remember thinking in the moment, this is someone that wants to win the day.
Right.
You guys see.
But look at. I mean, wait, so that was. What Super Bowl was that? 20?
20?
No,
20?
No, I'm saying 20, what, 16? What year was that? 16, 17? No, it must have been because that was Shanahan's last game as OC of the Falcons. So that was the 2016 Super Bowl. 10 years later, still talking about it. Yeah. 9 seasons later.
No one is denying that he won the day.
Yeah.
But who brings scooters?
Rick does.
Someone that's thoughtful.
It feels borderline desperate.
It's over the top. You can call it what it is.
It's called, you know what, being someone that's thoughtful.
No, it's not. It's abnormal.
I lead with generosity.
Was that the Super Bowl you commandeered the whole back den area?
Yeah.
To watch on your own?
He needs to watch on his own. I come bearing gifts.
You know what? You guys are bad guys, and this is revisionist history.
Oh.
Michael, because he's a great man,
knows you're crazy.
Knows I'm insane and said, if you need your own space, we have reserved a back room that you can watch by yourself.
This is where the legend began. This is really where
it was
really
not me
took
saying
off.
I need this. He got out ahead of it.
This man needs his own private space.
Don't bury the lead to the story, which is the man is basically trying to under the table bribe the K children.
I'm not sure he expected you to take him up on it, though.
I didn't.
No, to go into the back room.
I didn't.
You watched in a back room.
No, I did not.
Whose effects are still being felt to this day.
I watched out with all the commenters.
See, commenters. You see? You see?
Yeah.
It's shocking people invite you anywhere still.
It's not my thing.
That's not
Watching
where the legend
football
started,
with
by the
other
way.
people is not my thing.
Raymond, the
Common
legend
folk.
of Dave Rothenberg watching football started in Bristol.
That's true.
That's when it started.
True, where staplers were being thrown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because I was mocked.
Yeah, well, you deserved it.
You throw a stapler at an exec.
No, and then I had only heard the stories. Like it was
It's a miracle you're still here.
But then, for whatever reason, Dave was in the city. I'll never forget this day.
It was the opening game against Detroit. I had to go on ABC Channel 7 after the game.
Yes, he's in a suit. He comes into the studio. Alan and I are doing the show. He walks into the control room. The game's on the TV. He's taking off his tie, and he's screaming so loud you could hear. And that was legit. That studio room was like legit soundproof. We could hear it through the soundproofing. He was yelling so loud. We had to kick him out. We can't do a show right now.
I apologize for nothing.
It's a shame we don't have that sound clip anymore, but there is like the old audio of when the Giants beat the 49ers in that championship game. And Dave's running around. Bill Daughtry's trying to just get through the segment.
No, not fair.
This man is screaming, "We're going to the Super Bowl!"
It was Bill and Len Detto were doing a show, and I said, you probably don't want me in studio with you guys. I'm going to go crazy. They're like, no, we want you here. We want to see what you're like. We want to enjoy it. And then the Giants win, and I went crazy.
You gave the people
I
what they
apologize
wanted.
for nothing.
I think it's for the best that we didn't know each other at that time.
I agree.
I think it's for the best.
I absolutely agree, because I would have taken you down. I would have smacked you across the face.
You may have in that moment, knowing you can't be tamed. You probably don't even remember what happened. You probably
When
blacked
Kyle
out.
Williams fumbled the ball. Of course I remember.
No, not an actual game. I'm saying your actions afterwards.
Not exactly, no. Not exactly. All right, we're very late. We got a break. We'll come back. Knicks, the Jets topic as well. Very interesting. 800-919-3776. I haven't broken yet, right?
No, you have not. You've murdered the clock.
Murder. Well, how about this story? How about that story? Let's break. We'll catch up. Don't worry. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. J. Shaw at Soundwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SoundwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood prediction markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood prediction markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Benjamin Franklin, sir, I've just received news.
Speak.
They're multiplying you.
Multiplying me?
Yes, many times.
Multiple Benjamins?
Shall I stop it?
No.
Multiply your Benjamins with New York Lottery's Extra Multiplier Scratch-Off games. Play for the chance to multiply your winnings up to 100 times. Prizes up to $3 million.
I've won! I've multiplied myself!
We won! Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports? Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Okay, guys, quick PSA. Forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Get it right this year. Send farm fresh flowers from the Books Company. And right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game, so order now. Go to Books.com and use code CANTY for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. John did right the ship a little bit after the awful Super Bowl 35 text. He said, "How about the touchdown from John Taylor in the Super Bowl?"
All right, he's back.
That's appropriate.
That's more like it.
That's the famous one where Montana gets them into the huddle, and then it's like, "You see who's there? John Candy." You've heard that story, right?
No, I've not heard that story. I don't think.
You never have? Oh,
I don't think so.
They're in the right. You've heard the story, right?
I have.
Yeah. So they're in the huddle. They're down 17-13, I think. Last drive of the game, needing a touchdown to win the game. They're in the huddle, about to, like Montana take the knee and tell them to play. Coming back from commercial, he goes, "Guys, look who it is in the crowd. Whoa, John Candy's right there." And everyone's like, it just like totally diffused the nerve-wracking situation.
Tension.
Yeah. And they went down and scored the game-winning touchdown.
That was Joe Cool.
That's Joe Cool.
Great leaders, man. They know exactly what you need when you need it.
Yep, they're just different. So tell me how you feel about this, and let's take a listen. We've talked about Kirk Cousins. We've talked about Kyler Murray. Well, Connor Hughes on SNY. Let's play it, and then you can react to it, and everyone can as well. 800-919-3776. He thinks the next quarterback for your New York Jets is Kyler Murray.
It's making me think like Kyler's going to happen. And it's just because it feels like they're going to want to splash. And if some of the main people that are pushing for moves are like, I want to splash, Kyler is the splash. That's not Kirk Cousins. Yep. That's not Jacoby Brissett. That's none of that thing. Kyler is the guy that would excite people. That's going to look fun. That's going to steal headlines. You can start to look at what he's done throughout his career at different points and be like, oh, maybe it will work here. He just needs a change of scenery. And once he gets here, I think it'll be a complete and total disaster. And I will say that, let me put it this way. If Kyler is here, I genuinely believe that's a sign that maybe there's more hands in decision-making than just Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji.
I hate to I do feel that if he winds up here, it will be a complete and utter disaster.
All right, let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
I mean, to the end of that, to what he just said, if they make this move, it'll make me think that there are more hands involved than Darren Muji and
he's
Aaron
screaming
Glenn.
Woody Johnson is heavily involved.
Well, no, I'm not saying what he's screaming. I mean, wouldn't how the Jets just handled Wink Martindale lead you to believe that there's more hands involved?
Yeah.
Right.
They need to eliminate the Woody Johnson involvement.
Right, but it's not them going out and making a splash for Kyler Murray.
Well, I think it would just hammer home the point that this is not the football decision makers making this decision. This is the owner who says, I want Backpage, I want to splash, let's do it.
Right, I want to sell tickets and not really taking a step back and understanding, like, as bad as this thing has been, like, let's not make it worse. Right, you could potentially see the finish line. Like, 2027 could be the finish line where everything could change if you handle this thing the right way.
Listen, I think Kyler Murray is a capable quarterback. I don't think he's a bad quarterback.
He might be too capable.
He's not bad.
Right, but he might be too capable.
That's the point. You're gonna wind up winning some games with Kyler Murray as quarterback.
Right. So now what does that look like in 27? If Matt Miller, and we'll talk to him at 8:30, if it goes exactly like Matt Miller has it mocked out, and you get Ty Simpson's not. If Kyler Murray's here, Ty Simpson's not playing.
No,
right. So Ty Simpson probably goes.
Ty Simpson might be your third string quarterback.
Unless Kyler gets hurt, Ty Simpson's probably not going to play.
Right.
Say you win 6 games or whatever it is. Kyler Murray's got another year left on his deal. What happens in 2027 now?
I don't
with
know.
Those 3 first-round picks.
I mean, best case scenario, if there's a quarterback you love, you have to take a lot of your draft capital and move up to get him. Worst case scenario is now they build around Kyler Murray.
I
agree.
I mean, would that shock you? No, it wouldn't. And that's
it feels
really
so tone deaf.
Well, it's really the most frustrating part, and I think that's where it kind of leads to this. I mean, outside of hate, as probably the number one emotion right now is the hopelessness that we're not going to figure it out.
You may not,
because we don't.
I always think that. I mean, at some point everybody does, but you may not if you
look
keep.
Look at how this thing keeps falling apart, though. But it's not. It's right. Like, I mean, we all celebrated. I didn't. I had a nervous breakdown, but we all celebrated. Hey, Quinnen's gone, and Sauce is gone. Look what we got back, and we wanted to. Sauce wasn't that good, and we got 2 first-round picks. And listen, that ends up being a good deal for us because Sauce wasn't great in Indy. Their season fell apart. He got hurt, so that whole thing ends up being a good deal.
That pick moves up the
but
ladder.
Like these were supposed to be foundational pieces. You just extended Sauce, and then you had now what's going on with the whole coaching staff is now. I mean, it's not even you're just letting guys go. Guys are now willingly leaving because they just need better opportunities with more stability. You lost 10 coaches.
Coaches don't want any part of this. I mean, 5 days ago, Wink Martindale and Frank Reich, that was going to be your OC and your DC, and now you can't even find those guys. They're in witness protection.
Now Aaron's calling the plays.
Right, Aaron's calling the plays, and it sounds like Greg Roman might be your offensive coordinator.
we got Duker. We got no Frank Reich. He's gone. It looks like it could be Bevel or Roman.
They're hiring the guy that did a Zoom interview, and Greg Roman might be your OC. I mean, but the problem is you bring in Kyler Murray. Is that what you want?
No.
Do you want to win 6 or 7 games? Because that feels dangerous to me.
No, I mean I'm in a division with Josh Allen and Drake May. Like, does Kyler Murray? I mean, what does Kyler Murray do for me? He's fine.
And listen, I think he's fine. I think he's actually pretty good when he's right. Does Kyler Murray and the Colts of the Northeast scream a match made in heaven?
No, I mean you heard. You heard what Connor Hughes said. How he feels like it's going to turn out.
What did he say? It'll be a disaster.
Disaster. Yeah. And then it'll be a complete disaster is what he said.
All right, let's take a break. 800-919-3776. We'll come back. We got CMT on the other side. We have a lot more to do. Matt Miller, 8:30 stuff you missed. We'll get to the Yankees. Aaron Boone was on with Kay yesterday, so a lot to do. 800-919-3776. CMT on the way. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
At Uline, The prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Guys, quick PSA, forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Trust me, this is why I go to the Bouqs company every time. Bouqs delivers modern bouquets fresh to her door. Plus, with my code CANTY, you get 25% off. Bouqs flowers are cut fresh from the best farms in the world, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. They've got incredible flowers, even roses grown on the side of a volcano. And the best part? Bouqs makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Bouqs has over 50,000 five-star reviews. And listen, even if she says, don't get me anything, that doesn't mean no flowers. Flowers still score every time. Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game, so don't fumble this. Order now. Go to Bouqs.com, use my promo code CANTY for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code CANTY. Bouqs, promo code CANTY.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with their award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends February 28th, 2026.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
You know what's kind of, I feel badly, unfair for RJ?
What?
So he's a Niners fan.
Yeah.
And he's a good fan of the Niners. But then if you were to get into a football conversation with people, they'd be like, oh, you're a Niners fan. You've had such success and seen so many championships. RJ has no recollection of any Niners titles.
No.
Last time they won, he was like 5 years old.
Right, but he's been in the Super Bowl, though.
Right. And I'm not saying he hasn't had, but he doesn't live in a world. It's like with a Yankees fan. Well, you've seen them in the World Series, but you haven't, some of these young people haven't seen them win a World Series. They don't remember that. That's right. That's RJ.
Okay, but that's not, let's not feel too bad for RJ.
No, let's feel bad.
I feel badly for RJ.
I'm a Jets fan.
He's never tasted the sweet nectar of a championship.
Yeah, but you're in your own world.
I barely tasted the sweet nectar of the playoffs.
You're not even on the scale. Like, there's the grading curve. You're not even, you're not even on it. Because if we include you, you bring down everybody.
Yeah, right. But even your Sabres are rolling now. It's just going to be me.
You're all alone.
I'm trying to get off this wagon.
It's been me and him. It's been the three of us.
Yeah,
and now you're off the wagon, and I think I'm off the wagon.
Yeah, we've been sitting on the bus with him for the last, I don't know, however many years, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, we turn a corner and the bus stops.
It's our stop.
And me and Dave get off.
We're off the bus.
I don't want you off the bus, though.
I don't want to be on the bus.
The bus is lonely.
I don't like that bus.
I'm gonna be like Chris Farley. I'll turn this bus around and end your precious little field trip. Guys will stay on that bus.
No, I'm
I'll tell you who ate those sandwiches.
I watched Billy Madison the other day. It's
still a great movie.
It's good, but some of it's ridiculous.
Doesn't hold up.
Some of it's ridiculous.
It didn't hold up.
No, I mean I think you got to be in the right mood, but some of it's
based on a true story.
Some of it's
Man,
ridiculous.
I'm glad I called that guy.
Except
Except that the puppy was a dog.
I had something to say. Now I forget what it was.
Well, say it. We're on the bus together.
Everybody on? Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. No yelling on the bus.
You're off the bus. RJ's off the bus. I'm on the bus by myself.
Well, RJ's clearly off the bus.
Yes.
I'm still there, but I'm pulling the cord to make the stop.
Right. You got to you got a ticket, and your next stop, you're off the bus. It feels like.
I think I'm hopeful that I'm going to be off the bus. You're never getting off the bus.
No, I am the bus. It's the bus.
It is the Rick DiPietro bus.
Yeah. Poor Ira. Ira's on that bus. Poor guy.
Poor Ira. Poor everyone.
That's not great.
50 years that poor Ira's been dealing with this. Let's go to Ira in Staten Island. Good morning, Ira. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, fellas. I appreciate taking the call. And, I tell you, Reich, listen, he came to his senses. I'm kind of glad for his sake. RJ straightened me out because after I got done swimming on my phone, I got a text that Reich took the job. So it was false information. I'm glad RJ straightened me out. But you mentioned Kyler Murray. I'll tell you the truth. He doesn't do it for me. He just doesn't. I think that would be a drastic mistake. I'd rather live with Mariota or Cousins or even Garoppolo. But, I'm not going to keep on complaining. You look at who they're playing next year. You got the AFC West. You got the NFC North. You got the division. You got the Browns, Titans, and the Cardinals. How much could you really expect? Even if you wanted.
All right, so Ira, let's walk through this. Browns, Titans, Cardinals. You couldn't go 2-1 in that set.
You would hope they better go 2-1.
Okay, could you split with Miami?
No.
No, you can't. Okay, so you think winless in the division?
Yeah, because I just don't see it.
All right, could you beat?
Miami
could you
doesn't
beat
know
the
who
Raiders?
their quarterback is yet.
Well, okay. Say they win one from Miami.
I'm just saying. I'm not. I don't think definitively they're a 6-win team, but I don't think it's outside of the realm. If they draft well, sign guys in free agent, clearly, if they're going to bring in a Kyler Murray, they're going to try to win games. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they're going to win some games.
With Kirk Cousins, they'll win 5 games. Okay, and maybe they'll catch a break and win 6 games. That's how the Jets. If you follow the Jets all these years, the year that you want them to do bad, they'll show some promise. They'll bring Glenn back for 27, and at least myself and I'm sure many other fans, including Rick, will be screaming bloody murder. What are you doing?
It's amazing. Thanks for the call, Ira. It's amazing that Ira's always so optimistic.
Well, I didn't feel overly optimistic.
But I just mean he's always pleasant and nice to talk to. He's
a nice
be
person.
Crushing.
He's a nice person. I mean, I don't think he lets. Thank goodness, doesn't let just all the losing affect who he is as a person. Definitely affects his mood.
It would destroy me.
I don't know if he'd be functional.
I mean, the last 10 years is taking its toll on me. You laugh.
We haven't been in the playoffs in 15 years.
I know. I mean, I go sparingly, but I stink, and it's not good enough.
Yeah, I don't.
You guys never go.
Never go. Didn't even. In the 2 years we thought we were going, we won 7 games in 5 games. I mean, we're the talk of the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're the team.
Yeah. That was awful. That Monday night when he popped his Achilles.
Oh, I've never been so despondent about
Did
a
you say
sporting
people
event.
are reaching out to you for like hope? Like, what do we do?
Yeah, Ty. I mean, I was getting far. I was like, I couldn't speak. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't believe what I just watched. And he got up and then he went back down. I was like, oh no. He ran out with the flag.
So like excited. Ty, like Rick, walk me through this.
Yeah, how do we get through this? I don't know.
And were you uplifting? Or were you like, it's over, Ty?
No, I wasn't uplifting. I like a zombie. I didn't know what to do. We ended up winning that game.
They won that game. That's right.
Yeah, we beat the Bills.
They won that game.
Sal
in Jersey. Sal, good morning. You're on ESPN New York. How you doing?
What's up, fellas? No, I love Ira, but I want to do the opposite. I'm just absolutely hopeless. I've been a Jet fan my whole life. My dad's had season tickets for 50 years. I've been going since I was 7. My first game was the Dennis Byrd game.
Oh.
So, I mean, that just says it all. I got no hope. I mean, we're talking about Kyler Murray. We're talking about this. We're talking about a team that has the absolute worst head coach in the league, has no idea what they're doing, and we expect them to get it right. I wouldn't expect if they brought back Bill Parcells that they would get it right. Like, I just have no hope, and I just kind of give up at this point.
All right, so Sal, let me paint a hopeful picture. Tell me if this moves the needle for you at all.
Okay.
Next year's awful. It's another 3-win season. You get the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yep.
College, Arch Manning, Moore, whoever. There's a clear, definitive top selection, and now you become a more attractive organization for a legitimate head coach. Does that do anything for you, that scenario?
In that scenario, Arch Manning pulls an Eli Manning, and he won't play for the Jets. That's the only thing I can think that would happen.
So you're irreparably damaged. Like there's no hope for you.
How could I? Tell me, guys. How can I have any hope? What can I look to have any hope? I'm beaten down, man. I'm beaten down. I can't see it. I just can't ever see it. You know, I'm a Met fan. I can see that happening. Ranger fan, but with the Jets, they're my team. But I just feel like I'm treading water, man. It's never.
This happen. Is like I can say this, definitively say this. This is probably since I've been a Jets fan.
No, I'm
and this hasn't been since birth, obviously. But I mean, since I've been a diehard Jets fan, this is probably as hopeless as I've felt.
I agree.
Because you can't really point to anything to give you a real roadmap outside of what you just said. Is that you live with another season of just being horrendous.
That's the only thing I can even think of.
And then you end up with the first pick, and that makes it attractive for whoever the coach is. I mean, I heard Dan Orlovsky yesterday talking about if Arch came out this year, definitively he'd be the number 1 pick. That's how good he thinks Arch is. As good a season as Fernando Mendoza had, he still thinks that if Arch came out this year, he'd be the number 1 pick.
I think he's right.
So, I mean, if that happens, then maybe that's how this whole thing gets turned around.
But I'll tell you what, if you wind up bringing in Kyler Murray, it's going to be hard to convince me that you're going to have the number 1 pick.
Here's what I'll say, Dave, is that there's a better chance. Like if you gave me that option, which is, Jets just stink.
You would definitively take that.
100%.
Yeah.
I'd say you're probably more likely where it's like you're just good enough where you end up with the 3rd pick, and then the 2 teams that are ahead of you won't trade anyway, and they'll take the 2 quarterbacks, and you'll be sitting there at 3 like, okay, now what do we do?
That's the worst possible scenario you could have.
Right, but that feels more likely than us just that we have the number 1 pick now.
Right. You need one of 2 things to happen. Just you organically have an awful season, wind up with the number 1 pick, or somebody lands the number 1 pick that likes their quarterback and you can trade with that team. Otherwise, you're screwed.
Yeah, otherwise, who knows?
Otherwise,
because
you're screwed.
Again, you were in the same situation, right? Like it happened to you. And it happened to a bunch of different teams. We're finding out, Minnesota tried to trade up to 3. You guys try to get up to 1. I mean, there were so many things that you tried doing, but it was like, no. Tennessee was taking Cam Ward. That's how it was going with that one. And then Jaden Daniels was going 2, and Drake May was going 3. It didn't matter what you offered. Those teams were taking those quarterbacks.
But it doesn't feel like you guys ever get lucky. Like we got
right,
lucky.
But you didn't. No, you didn't get lucky though. Really, you actually made a smart decision. Now, was he a good head coach? No, but at least he was a qualified person, which is why you brought him there in the first place, is to identify quarterback talent and then develop it. Right? He thought Cam Ward was going to be good. That's why he's in Tennessee now. So he tried to get up to 1. Well, that didn't work. And I think that was probably the move that the GM was most on board with, because that's the CYA move. Right? We get to one. Everyone says you would take Cam Ward. Let's take Cam Ward. But you don't get him. And at least Brian Dable was smart enough to push for Jackson Dart. Hey, this kid's going to be really good. That's not who Aaron Glenn is.
No.
Aaron Glenn's not going to do that.
No.
So now
you'd have to hope that Aaron Glenn is not. If maybe it's bad enough that Aaron Glenn is not back making that decision.
No, I hope he's not back, to be honest with you. But now we're in a spot where he is going to be making these decisions. And how much does, Connor Hughes just said to you, how much does the Woody being involved make them make the decision? Hey, let's make a splash move here. Let's go get Kyler Murray.
It's terrible. I mean, if you do stuff like that, you have no hope of ever resurrecting this franchise.
No, until maybe, fingers crossed, we just have this come to Jesus moment, which we probably won't have, or we become attractive enough where one of these coaches that actually has some gravitas can actually step in here and then.
If you pay him a boatload of money and you get out of his way, no coach is going to take the job if they think the owner is going to meddle in everything. No coach.
Yeah, see, I don't agree with that last caller. If Bill Parcells, if you had Bill Parcells in his prime,
he would fix it.
He would.
He
fix
did
it
fix it.
He did fix it, and he would have the ability to just tell Woody.
So who is that person of this era? Maybe it's Mike Tomlin.
I just don't know how much Mike Tomlin's going to want. Does he want to come back?
But maybe you make him an offer he can't refuse.
He had Bill Belichick call about the job, and they said no.
Yeah.
But we're all set. We're going to go with this. We're going to go with this culture guy.
Let's go to CJ. CJ's in Punta Cana. Why are you calling us from Punta Cana? Why don't you enjoy the weather?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Rick. How's it going?
Good.
Hey, just about Kyler Murray. Wrong move. You can't make that move. I guess my thought was you have 5 first-round picks, multiple second-round picks. Why not just target someone that's already in the league, young enough, and say, I'm just using Herbert as an example. Call LA and say, here's 5 first-round picks. Would you take it? They've never developed a quarterback, so what makes it seem like, I know, you guys talk about a new head coach, but it's the Jets.
Right, but why would the Chargers trade you Justin Herbert though? And then what? Put them in, right? I know, but you're like, but that's like.
But why would anybody trade a Justin Herbert?
Like, I mean, that's like go call Cincinnati and hey, here's 5 first-round picks for Joe Burrow. Like, I mean, that sounds great. I'd love to do that, but they're not going to do that. And now they're in the same situation that you're in.
And CJ, tell me this: if you were Joe Burrow and they walked in and said, "We're going to trade you to the Jets," you'd be like, "Great, I'm going to the Jets." He's not going to go. He's not going to want to go to the Jets. He's already on the Jets.
You got to look at, you got to look at the skill positions though. Like you got Garrett Wilson. Hopefully, bring back. You
got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Man.
Right. Yeah. But obviously, there may be something wrong there. I don't think Burrow's
they're
realistic.
The Jets. That's what's wrong there.
Right. No. So what about someone along the lines of like Dak's getting up there? Like what if Jerry Jones, 3 first-round picks or 2 first-round picks? I just feel like I don't know who the target is, but it's got to be someone that's already proven themselves in the league. Cause
I don't know the team's going to trade that quarterback. You can't. That's the thing. You can't get that person.
You don't think there's anyone out there that would be like, okay, I'll take 2, 3 first-round picks.
For what? I mean, for Burrow, no. For Herbert, no. Maybe for Dak, but is that what you do? You want to start building around a 32, 33-year-old, less than mobile quarterback?
I mean, I guess the value really the value depends on who the player is, but I guess the point of the call is developing a quarterback. I've not seen one in my lifetime through the Jets, so it's like you have to target someone that's already done it.
Right. The problem is that you're talking about the most valuable position in the entire sport.
And they don't give up on that.
I mean, and I don't disagree with you. Like the premise of what you're saying, I don't disagree with. Like I don't think it's something that the Jets don't do well, right? And which is why we haven't made the playoffs in 15 years, right? He had the opportunity with Darnold, it didn't work out. You probably moved off a little bit too soon, but again, with the constant turnover and regime change and everything else, you can understand why they did it. And they decided to go with Zach Wilson, who turns out just stinks. That wasn't a development issue. Just Zach Wilson's not very good. Like, do I think that Josh Allen, if you drafted him, would be Josh Allen? Probably not. Would Lamar Jackson be Lamar Jackson? Probably not. But so I get what you're saying. It's just like I can't see Justin Herbert being traded by the Chargers.
Why would they? Why would you do that?
I wouldn't.
The whole point of the NFL is to try to get a Justin Herbert, not move on from a Justin Herbert.
Right, on top of the fact that those first-round picks that you're giving me now are at the mercy of what Justin Herbert does with your team. Like, you expect that if you traded Justin Herbert to us, we'd probably be pretty good now, and then what do those first-round picks turn into?
I mean, Cincinnati wouldn't trade Joe Burrow before they even had him, and they got offered a boatload. Now that they know how great he is, now they're going to trade him?
Well, that could be, I mean, again, that could just be the timeline, right? Just money and whatever doesn't make any sense, but just the business part of that is, like, what happens if you trade Joe Burrow? What does that do to your business?
You're irrelevant. Have you seen the clip?
Which is part of
on the show.
Which is, Dave, quickly, which is part of the reason why you would probably make the splashy move for Kyler Murray. Not necessarily the football.
Kyler Murray's not the answer.
Right, I agree with you, though. He's not the football answer, but that could be, like, again, that could be part of the business.
Does he make you more relevant? Yes. Is that what you're really trying to be this season?
I'm not, but that's what they could be thinking.
All right, Kirk Cousins is more than fine. Mariota, more than fine. At least they're capable quarterbacks. You don't need Kyler Murray. He's good.
Right, which is also like the kind of quarterback. Like a Mariota's the kind of quarterback you need because at some point you'd want to pivot to the young kid that you just drafted.
He's your Jameis Winston, is what he would wind up being. He's good. He was good with Jaden Daniels. So, RJ, were you on the K show when Larry David was in studio?
Yes.
And he was talking. Have you seen this clip? And he's like, I called Mike McCagnon and told him, you got to draft Lamar Jackson.
I remember that.
And he laughed at me.
I remember that. I do remember that. I have a photo from that day that's actually on my desk at home. But, yeah, Larry David, really good Jets fan. And it's funny that that's been making the rounds again. But, yes, I do remember that.
He knew it.
I was in the outfield with Chris Sims playing in a softball game, and he told me the same thing.
Chris Sims said Lamar. Well, Chris Sims loved Lamar Jackson.
Loved Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the problem, though, it's the same problem that the colleges was talking about. Like, I know you probably feel the same way. Lamar Jackson's not this version of Lamar Jackson of the Jets.
No.
Like
But I do find it funny that Larry David called McCagnon and was like, you have to take Lamar Jackson. And he was like, please, come on. Larry, stop it.
Well, it's funny you bring that up, too. Mike McCagnon gave his first interview since he was let go by the Jets.
I saw this.
To Rich Cimini. Rich Cimini had an article over the weekend. Really, really good. And it was basically Mike McCagnon the reason he came out of secrecy, essentially, was to take a victory lap on Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I get it.
Doesn't look so dumb now. Credit to Sam Darnold, too, huh?
Yeah, again, like I mean, we've had this conversation a couple different times. Do the Jets look bad in this? Yeah, the Jets look pretty, they look bad in this. But, I mean, the Vikings look worse.
I mean, the GM got fired over it.
Right. Like, I mean, the Vikings look worse in this whole thing. I mean, it wasn't like we quit after a year. This wasn't Josh Rosen.
But to move on from a 23-year-old quarterback.
It was also the same quarterback that was seeing ghosts.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it's bad. You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. And Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. What?
Breaking news, Robert Kraft did not get into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
No surprise, though.
Wasn't able to tug at the heartstrings.
Oh, no.
No. What?
Send them all in together next year.
Everybody.
What?
That'd be uncomfortable, huh? If they get into the Hall.
It'd be the roast all over again.
Really got yourself there.
Wow.
Can I do the Tullamore Dew read, please?
Sorry, Tullamore Dew your face off. Okay.
Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, Knicks visit the Wizards, and at the same time, the Devils host the Blue Jackets. Then 7:30, the Islanders welcome the Penguins in a big game to UBS, and the Nets host the Lakers. So it's a busy, busy night. And finally, 8 o'clock, St. John's visits DePaul. Busy night in local sports. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You have any more off-color jokes you'd like to tell?
No, I'm good. Just got to massage the vote.
You really...
How was he not...
Can we go back to talking about Sam Darnold?
How was he not...
Or anything, right?
Anything.
How was he not in the Hall of Fame? If you're going to let an owner in the Hall of Fame, how is he not in the Hall of Fame?
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
He's got enough enemies that still don't like him.
Right,
that's not what it's about, Ray.
I'm telling you that's the reason.
Right. If you're going to let a coach in the Hall of Fame, how's Bill Belichick not in the Hall? Like, what are we doing? This is ridiculous now. Oh, they'll make him wait. He's a first-time fight. They'll make him wait.
And you know what else stinks? It's not like he's a 50-year-old man. You say wait till 51. He's in his 80s. Like you would want him to be able to celebrate that.
You had something. You were going to say something.
I'm not saying anything. I just it's enough.
I can tell. I can tell.
No, it's just. I mean, what are we doing here?
RJ,
Hi.
how you doing?
Good.
Good. You ready for the CMT?
Yeah.
Let's go.
To cuddle. I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to. To marry.
Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
Or to trash.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That.
Want a meat stick?
Is the question.
A meat stick.
A meat stick.
It's a delicious snack.
So, right now, I would say, let's see if we're on the same page here. There are 3 teams that have kind of been earmarked as the most dysfunctional in the league. Who would those 3 teams be?
It's the Jets. It's the
Browns.
Browns.
This is a great question, RJ. Thanks for this.
Jets, Browns, and what was the last one?
Sabres.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Sabres.
No, how dare you?
Sabres are 21-4.
Yeah, we don't lose.
Could Shefty have used a less flattering shot? My God.
Some hairdo.
What do you want him to use a happy pitcher?
Oh, my goodness.
Breaking news is he didn't get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but he
that doesn't look like Robert Kraft.
looks like a villain in a Bond movie.
It's probably pre-massage.
Stop it.
So
What's the matter with you?
Sam Darnold had this interaction at Media Day, and you guys talked about how well he's handled everything.
After 16 years of suffering as a Jets fan, I decided to make the switch. As someone like yourself who you've had success switching teams, do I have your blessing?
You can be a fan of mine and you can be a fan of the Seahawks, of course. Of course you can.
That's it.
The emotional music.
Yeah.
That guy is after 16 years of shut up.
Wow.
Give me a break.
You've got no patience for this.
No. Can I flip? No, you can't flip.
Well, that is a successful use of. Yep.
No, you cannot.
No, you've been
flip.
waiting to use this.
I actually think that's a terrible platform to.
If anybody flips, then you deserve all the negativity you've gotten in your life.
Or you can do what Mel does and just be fans of multiple teams.
Multiple teams. Choose many teams.
So.
I love my AFC team is this team and my NFC team is this other team. No,
who does that?
You've never heard people say that?
I've heard that, yeah.
Really?
I've heard that.
That's rough.
Oh, they're my AFC team.
Yeah. Oh, I root for them in the NFC. What?
So,
I still never forget when Mel went through that whole thing.
When he said it, were you like, uh-oh?
This is Mel, take that back quickly.
He couldn't.
Yeah, that was a forever kind of misstep in the eyes of Dave.
So it was always Rams, Colts, and now it's Rams, Ravens.
Oh, your fandom is second to none. All right, Mel, we will go. We will talk to you soon.
Just the disappointment in your voice.
Yeah, I'll never look at him the same.
Is that disappointment or disdain?
That was like the equivalent of when you told Max, "Thank you for all you do."
At least you thanked him on the way out. I'm still not sure it's recovered or ever will between the two of you.
Never.
You know. So
I have a way.
I now turn to the two of you for some optimism.
Great.
For those 3 teams you named, and you did so correctly, Jets, Browns, Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Which team do you have the most faith in? And you have to factor in the situation they're in as well. Like, for example, the Cardinals, who they share a division with.
Yep.
Who will turn it around the fastest? Jets, Browns, or Cardinals?
So like I'm answering this of like who will go to the playoffs first of these
sure.
two teams?
Let's use that as a benchmark.
Can you go none of the above?
I'm gonna trash the Cardinals.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to cuddle the Jets, and I'm going to marry the Browns. Because the Browns I don't know that they do, they may have the quarterback, and they do have the defense, and they do have a new head coach. So, I mean, I don't like any of these teams, but if I said what team is the closest, I think you'd have to say Cleveland.
Oh. This is just why you came out with this is the first question.
It's
like you want me
diabolical is what it is.
It's like you want me to quit on the segment. It's like, we don't need Rick for the segment. The gate. Let's make him quit.
I respect it.
No, yeah. I just want to gauge where you're at.
Yeah, it's unfair is what this is.
You know where he's at.
You know exactly where I'm at.
Exactly where he's at.
I know
where I'm at.
Listen, but perspective is everything. Dave just told you you're not the most dysfunctional.
Right. I saw you in the Devin Levi. I went through that whole thing with you, RJ, together, hand in hand. as you suffered through that.
Right off a cliff.
Now he's doing weather reports in Rochester.
With Dave.
I love the weather.
Levi and Rothenberg.
Yeah, oh, my goodness. All right, taking everything into account here, I am going to answer the question exactly as Dave answered the question. I'll marry Cleveland, cuddle the Jets, trash the Cardinals.
Yeah, it doesn't seem good for the Cardinals.
I mean, on top of the fact that the division that they play in.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
All righty. So we outlined...
And apparently the coach's haircut. Ray's not a big fan of.
Ray doesn't like it, no.
You think that looks good?
Ray does not.
Is it Mark Davis territory, Ray?
No. Nothing's as bad as Mark Davis. But
he travels
Mark Davis
hours
tries
for that haircut.
4 hours for that haircut in his van. And then
gotta-
celebrates at P.F. Chang's.
Somebody's got to find that guy a barber who knows how to do a proper fade. That's all I'm saying.
You think he looks in the mirror and he's like, they really hit this one out of the park.
Of course he does. Otherwise, why would you drive 4 hours?
Yeah,
I don't
if
know.
that part was true, you're banking your whole day around this. Like,
Yes.
haircut day.
You're planning the day out. It's not like I'm going to swing by my barber quick to get my hair done. You're driving 4 hours.
That's the day.
Now, I wouldn't drive 4 hours, but there is a loyalty that a lot of guys have to their barber.
Loyalty is one thing. A 4-hour journey for that haircut is another.
I would agree.
Right, but that's just because of the haircut.
Like, there's only I've had the same barber for the last...
Would you okay, if that barber was still in Rochester, would you travel up there for
I
him?
would not.
Okay.
I would not.
Yeah, but if you saw RJ's hair fresh after a haircut, you would understand why he would drive 4 hours.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
No. 20 minutes, half an hour,
If my
45
hair,
minutes.
If my hair was self-trained and looked as perfect as RJ's, I would drive 6 hours to get my haircut.
Well, Dave views haircuts as very transactional.
That's it. But he does one once a week. He gets his beard. I mean, he's
Yeah,
bougie
get a little
like that.
cleanup.
That is nice.
But I wouldn't travel. I mean,
Very
that's
well
a
kept.
day.
I think for you,
In the van.
because you pay so much attention to your hair that we don't talk about enough, I think you need to unleash it more. You throw the hat on. It's a nice hat, but I think you need to really see where this can take you. Dave.
Dave should really let his hair out.
Let my hair out?
Yeah, salt and pepper. I like it.
Yeah, let it fly.
Get the
Well, I'm going to go to your barber if you win the picks.
Get the Rob Ryan look for Dave.
You'll love my barber.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, maybe
I
grow that
travel
out,
4
Dave.
hours for him.
Maybe grow a mullet.
A mullet?
It wouldn't take you 4, but it would take a little. It would take some time.
take a bit.
You'd have to go right after the show. We'll go together one day.
Well, yeah, of course.
The
you
problem
have
with
to
driving
introduce
4
me.
hours is the result, not the driving the 4 hours. If you gave me RJ's result, 4 hours, no problem.
I'm not
but to
driving
drive
4
4
hours
hours
for a
look like Mark Davis. I mean, what are you doing?
RJ says he wouldn't drive 4 hours for a haircut.
Yeah, he would. Don't let him fool you. If he got chopped up one time bad, he'd be like, you know what? I'm driving 4 hours.
I'd be devastated.
Right.
So
you'd get in your car, drive 4 hours, get your hair cut, and then drive 4 hours back.
I guess I'd have to.
No, you
It's one of the
wouldn't.
most horrifying things in life to get a terrible haircut.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
I'll tell you what else is bad. A bad shave. I had one of those one time.
Ugh.
You got cut up?
No,
Oh.
she felt like she peeled my face off. I couldn't touch my
I
face
had
for
one of
like
those
2 days
too.
afterwards.
I was bleeding, and then they take that medicine. They
Oh.
put it on. I was like, oh! It's like, stop it.
That's another key part of it. The barber to give you the nice cut up. No, you don't. You can't mess that up. You can't have that happen.
I would agree. So we outlined earlier some of the greatest Super Bowl plays ever. Eli Manning, without question, objectively, is definitely a part of two of them.
I actually had a bad wax one time, too. She felt like I thought she ripped my nipple off.
Now.
Interesting.
I mean.
That's interesting.
Why did you do that?
She attacked that thing.
Why did you? Why are you doing this?
You know what? Listen,
I'm
I'm
going
going to
through-
give
in my
him
mind-
credit. When he said wax, I thought it was going to be worse than
Yeah,
this.
I did too.
You know,
I thought it would be much worse.
Well, like a manzillion wax?
Yeah.
I haven't gone
But
down
why
that
would you
road
tee
yet.
him up for more?
I
What's
would
wrong
like
with
to go
you?
down that road.
So
This
anyway,
is on you, Ray.
That's a risk you don't want to take.
I like all of it waxed.
RJ,
So-
go ahead.
Yep.
I'd like to look
Power
like
through.
a
RJ, go ahead.
I'd like to look like a bowling alley.
So
Power through.
if you needed a quarterback, hear me out here.
Oh, here we go.
For just one drive.
Great.
One singular drive.
Brock Purdy.
Not an option. But I like where you're at.
So you're going to go Montana.
That's one of them.
Brady.
I had him, but he's as he is of GOAT status.
Eli.
I took him out. Yes.
And Elway.
Also,
Mahomes.
had Elway subbed him out for Mahomes. You guys are you are right inside my head. Eli, Mahomes, Montana.
It's a
one
tiny little head.
drive. It's like a 7 1/4 head.
You got a nice size head. I don't think you have a little tiny little pea head.
7 1/8.
Would you rather have the small head or the enormous head?
Small.
Mm-hmm.
What's an average hat size?
No, I think the bigger head is better than the little tiny peanut head.
You'd probably rather have the bigger head.
I'm
because you see those people that have the Beetlejuice head where the guy they sprinkle.
You look like the Goombas in that bad Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, I'm like a 7 1/4 head. I'll take
look
that.
awkward.
That's not terrible.
No, I think your head fits your body.
I feel like
size.
Dwight Howard had that going on for a little bit because his shoulders
Yeah,
are
his
so
shoulders
big,
are
and his
gigantic.
head just didn't look like it fit.
But anyways, yeah, you guys were all over the 5 quarterbacks that came to mind. I took out Brady and I took out Elway. So you're left with Eli, Mahomes, and Montana.
Okay.
Wow. I'm going to marry Mahomes, cuddle Montana, trash Eli.
You're trashing Eli?
Disagreement, here we come.
Yep.
Put the blinker on.
I don't know how you don't in that situation.
Wait, you're trashing the greatest one-drive quarterback we've ever seen?
I don't know if he's the greatest one-drive quarterback I've ever seen. I also saw Patrick Mahomes get into field goal range in 13 seconds.
It's a who you're taking out situation, though.
I like them all in.
Exactly.
All right. You just to repurpose this, you said you're trashing Eli?
I have to.
He can't even create words right now.
I don't want
It's
to.
just such a wild take.
I'm going to trash Montana?
You might have to. I mean, I'm gonna marry Eli.
That's ridiculous.
It's not. Ray, is that ridiculous?
Welcome to my world.
Ray, is that ridiculous?
You've lost all credibility.
I'm not gonna say it's ridiculous, but it's
You got
Montana. It's Montana. and
Doesn't
Mahomes,
matter.
Dave.
You got two Mount Rushmore quarterbacks.
He's the bbest. You need points in one drive quarterback in the history of football.
That's
in
not
the biggest
true.
moment.
Not
He's
true.
the best.
Not true.
That's not true.
Except it is.
That's not true.
Okay. Fine.
There's the dismissive okay.
Okay. Sure. Great. Good for you. Sell hats. I'll marry Eli.
I don't think that's an insult.
I know. Thanks. Okay.
And then it doesn't matter. I'll cuddle.
Okay.
I'll cuddle Mahomes. I'll trash Montana.
Wow.
This is your fault. This is your
I mean,
fault.
someone has to be trashed. Now, you trash Eli, which is an awful answer.
RJ,
You just said it. Someone has to be trashed.
RJ, how would you answer the question?
I'd marry Montana. I'd cuddle Mahomes. I'd trash Eli.
That's terrible.
Raymond, how would you answer the question?
The same.
I'm just curious. If I put Brady in the mix, where would he fall? Dave?
Who am I taking out of this then?
Let's sub him for Mahomes. Let's go Brady, Eli, Montana. Really just Eli and Brady is what I'm getting at.
I would trash Brady.
All right. There's nowhere else I can go. That's it.
I don't think you and Eli in the same room would be a good thing. We may have a Don Mattingly RJ situation.
I think we should make it
no
happen.
better quarterback in NFL history.
That would make me and
in a big moment than Eli Manning.
Mattingly would look like we were holding hands walking down the beach compared to what would happen between Dave and Eli. There would need to be a curtain.
I have to protest this entire segment.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Through the commissioner.
So we spent the other half of the morning talking about Giannis and the Knicks. At this point,
You've lost me. Whatever this is going to be, it's like...
All right, I'll talk to Rick then. Okay. So, at this point, although I think you're going to want to come back for the last one, but if you want to sit this one out, I guess so be it. This is not what you would do, but how you think this is going to play out. Most likely of outcomes in the Giannis saga.
All right.
He becomes a Knick by Thursday.
Okay.
He becomes a Knick this summer. He's not going to be a Knick.
Wow. Oh, you want me to go first since Dave's already checked out?
First.
Because he thinks that Eli is the greatest quarterback in the history of the sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will marry of what I think will happen.
No, of what you don't think will happen.
No, not my opinion of what I want to have happen. What I think will happen.
We've been rattled.
I have not been rattled. Embarrassing.
I'll tell you who would not be a great one-drive quarterback. You. False start penalty right off the bat.
I'm going to trash Knicks by Thursday. I'm going to cuddle.
You're supposed to marry that one.
I don't think he's going to be a Knick by Thursday.
Right, so you marry it.
No, this is most likely.
No.
Yeah, this is.
Yes, you're marrying most likely to happen.
What you think is most likely to happen?
Right, so he's not going to be a Knick by Thursday.
Well, let him play it out.
Okay.
Wait. Am I not understanding this? I don't think he's going to be a Knick by Thursday. And you said the most likely to happen.
What do you think is most likely to happen?
Right. So I'm answering it correctly.
Okay.
I think most likely to happen is that I will marry this summer. I will cuddle no Knicks at all. I will trash by Thursday. I don't think he's going to be a Knick by Thursday.
So you think there's no chance he's a Knick by the end of the week?
I'm not saying no chance.
But
Of those
of
three
these.
options, I think that's the least.
And you think most likely that he's a Knick by the summer?
Yes.
So you think he stays put?
I think
I would
he stays
assume.
put. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to marry. I don't think he's going to be a Knick by Thursday. I'm going to cuddle that he's not a Knick, and I will trade it in the summer.
Interesting.
Right, because that's what I think could. Like, that's the one that could potentially, I think, happen. Right? Maybe.
What did you marry?
I married. He's definitely not going to be a Knick by Thursday.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then I don't think he's going to be a Knick because if he gets traded by Thursday, he's not going to be a Knick.
Correct.
And then I would say that we traded for him in the summer. I don't think he's going to be available potentially in the summer.
All right, I think this is a good one. So you may or may not know this. I think you know. But for those that don't, our own John Winthrop has been nominated for a very prestigious award.
Oh, no.
Yes. That would be the Keller Polking Carmi Award for Best Teammate.
The what Carmi Award?
Keller Polking. That's the official name. So
I did not know that.
I don't even know what that means.
It's named after some former potential winners, I think.
Okay.
So the reason I come to the two of you is to outline John's competition.
John's not happy with your take either. He said this Eli take may follow you forever.
Oh,
Stinks,
that's
he
fine.
said.
There's also Dave was once nominated for this award, and there's now someone in his place who is a host here that is not Dave. Do you know this?
Carlin.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So you have John.
Of course I know it. John sent it around to everybody.
You have Carlin, and then I'm going to give you the field, and I want you to assess who you think is most likely
What's
to
the
win.
field?
The field would be very high-ranking executive Dave Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Smallman from...
I saw Dave Roberts make someone cry one time.
Don't do that.
What do you mean? I'm not saying who.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike, can hear on 1050, ESPN New York app. And Harry Douglas from Freddie and Harry, which you can also hear on 1050. So, John, Carlin, field.
Not field. The field.
The field. Not field.
Correct.
Right. You're up.
I'm up now. Who's most likely to win this thing?
Yep.
Oh.
I told John because he's been nominated a couple times. There's some pressure now to get this done.
I think this is his year.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to marry John. I'm going to cuddle the field, and I will trash
Carlin.
Carlin, yeah.
That's not the right answer.
That's the right answer.
No.
Dave
Because
Swasty.
you're giving me a pack of people. You have to marry the field. You have to.
That's a
I don't have to do
gambler.
anything.
That's a
That's
gambler
the
in
gambler
you.
speaking.
Do you have to marry the field?
No,
I'll
I have
marry
this much
the field.
confidence.
The high roller.
I'll marry the field.
This is interesting.
I will cuddle John, and I will trash Carlin.
Both of you have no respect for Carlin.
None.
I have tremendous respect for Carlin.
Doesn't sound like it. It's the equivalent of what Rick said about
Well,
Eli.
what would
and
you do
You
then?
lost your mind.
What
I
would
just
you
don't
do?
think it's his year. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's Chris's year.
How would you play this game, Raymond?
So it's the field, it's Carlin, and
John.
It's John.
And John. I'm going to marry Carlin, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to marry Carlin.
Wow.
I love,
We're gonna have to. When does this award become public?
2 weeks, I think.
Let's put the extra effort out there.
I have to revisit.
And I'll actually cuddle John. I think it's between the two of them. So I'll trash the
Are you
field.
trashing the field?
Yep, I think it's between the two of them.
That's a terrible answer.
No, I put an answer out there.
Wow. I mean, it just shows you who has the most faith in John, clearly. John's my guy. John is the best teammate.
You married John?
I married him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. John is a good teammate.
And I'm probably pregnant already. And that's how fast he works. It's the kind of guy he is.
He's very handsome.
Well, job well done by the both of you.
Just ask him. I don't think Tom Brady thinks he's as handsome as John thinks he is.
Wow.
I think you're
That's
right.
That's a declaration.
John
Yeah.
thinks he's beautiful.
I think Brad Pitt probably has some insecurities that John doesn't.
I agree. I think John looks at himself in the mirror. He's like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's like,
Look
wow.
at me.
Kelly is the luckiest woman on the planet. I am probably the most handsome person in the world.
Yep, absolutely. That's what he thinks. Let's go to another John, not gorgeous John. Maybe he is. I don't know. John in Morristown. John, you're on ESPN New York. John? Oh, this is not good.
Hello.
I am.
John, he's there. You hear he's there.
He wants to be there, but he's just not. He's just not dialed like we need him dialed.
Well, it's a bad job by him. Real bad job by him. All right, so I told you about this awful question at Media Day yesterday.
Yeah.
Take a listen to this.
Okie doke.
Is this a must-win game?
A must-win. Yeah, I think every time we go out is a must-win game. I mean, it's kind of the attitude that I've always taken in the National Football League.
Thank God he's a decent human being.
Well, you know what, dude, listen, he knows he's smart.
What are we doing?
He knew exactly what the guy was doing.
What are we doing? Is this a must-win?
Trying to be
it's
funny.
the Super Bowl.
Right, he's trying to be funny. Vrabel didn't take the bait. It's what this whole media thing,
It's not
the media
cute.
day is.
It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is. I get clearly not
Doesn't
a
bother
serious
you?
question. Well, it's not a serious question, but that's not. I mean, the media day is not a serious event.
I guess not.
I mean, you got all sorts of different people asking stupid questions.
Well, from countries all over the world, right? Was it? Let me hear that again. Was there an accent to this guy?
Is this a must-win game?
A must-win. Yeah, I think every time we go out is a must-win game. I mean, it's kind of the attitude that I've always taken in the National Football League.
You think in his mind he was like, "Oh, for dear God, what kind of a question is this?"
Yeah, probably. He's like, this guy's a jackwagon, but I'm just whatever. I'm here. I'll answer the question. I'll be a good guy.
Have you ever seen the clip where Brady at this event? Because occasionally you get some good answers. Brady was asked, "You're the hero of so many. Like people look up to you as the hero. Who's your hero?" Have you ever seen that one?
I don't remember. No.
Yeah, if you did, you would.
His dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, "Well, that's a good question." He said, "My dad." And then he goes over like all the things he loves about his dad, and they said, "Yeah, my hero is my dad."
I've got the culprit.
You know who the asker of the question was?
Yeah, and it's clear that there's a game being played here. It's Dave Damashek. Football. I
thought Dave Damashek is like a legitimate journalist, though.
He's a Football America podcast for the DraftKings Network these days.
Okay.
He's messing around.
But it's not like a guy that doesn't know football.
He's messing around. He's messing around.
Yeah. He's trying to be funny.
It's hysterical.
The real question is if they win the Super Bowl, what does Vrabel do with the whole, because he did have that bold statement, what he would do to himself to win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I don't think he would do that.
But do you risk now? I mean, what do the sports gods do now as retaliation? If you don't sacrifice what you said you were going to sacrifice,
you can't do that.
I gave you the Super Bowl you asked for.
Who do you think the better coach is in this game?
Give me your piece.
Ooh, I think they're both excellent.
Who's the better coach?
I don't know that I can answer that right now. I think they're both excellent.
So the winner of this
coaches.
game, in your mind, will then be the better coach?
I'd have to see how the game plays out. Like, right?
It's
if
tough
Seattle's
to argue
defense
against
is just
either of them.
Dominant.
I mean, the Patriots' offense hasn't looked good.
No.
Seattle's defense against the Rams just isn't, for whatever reason.
Yeah, but
the
that feels like
matchup's
it's
not
an
great.
isolated. They're not good against the Rams, but they're
Right.
great against everyone else.
I know. I mean, the question going into that game was what the Seattle offense would look like against the Rams because Sam Darnold had struggled in the two games.
The scary thing is the Seattle defense is as good as the other defenses that Drake May's already struggled against.
Correct, and their offense is going to be better than the Patriots have seen so far.
Right, and the Patriots' offense is nowhere near what the Rams bring to the table. Like that Rams offense they do that to a lot of teams. Put up 35
but
plus
points. They're the team that is, for whatever reason, again, is able to expose Seattle's defense. I mean, look at Stafford's numbers in those games.
Yeah,
and the two losses.
And you're right, the fact that the Rams are 1-2 against them this year.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. All right, let's take a break. And Matt Miller, NFL Draft Insider expert, will join us on the other side. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Prizes, flyaways, even
Cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
All right, let's see what's happening on those roads. Here is Debbie Duhane.
DNR, good morning. Good morning, company. I have some tidbits of information for you here. Watch for major delays on the West Shore Expressway 440 southbound. The ramp at South Ave still closed. Accident with a car that went right off the ramp. Let's go out to the Van Wyck southbound, slowing down to Jewel Avenue. A tractor-trailer collision. New England Thruway South exit 17 into Larchmont. An overturned truck there. And the 7 train still suspended. Hunters Point Ave to 34th Hudson Yards with an ongoing investigation. Traffic sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhane, 880 ESPN, New York.
It may be last call for football, but FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is on the rushing market. Rushing yards over/under, all rushing yards, and most rushing yards. Will Kenneth Walker hit the over in rushing yards? How much will Drake May have to use his legs? All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Momentarily, Matt Miller, ESPN NFL
I feel
Draft
so much better about my answer now.
Expert is going to join us. What are you saying?
I feel so much better about my answer right now. The John winning the Carmi, so much better.
I told you. I felt confident in my selections.
No, I feel better in my selection. My selection is the selection. Yep, John, Field, Carlin. Yep.
Breakfast?
Breakfast, yep.
Yes?
I'll buy you as many hard-boiled eggs as you want.
Okay, we'll have to review.
No, we'll go to a real. No, we'll go to a real breakfast.
Like a diner with a countertop and everything?
Yeah, but not to the average pancake place that RJ took us to.
Time now for the NFL Draft Report, brought to you by the Perisman firm. Matt Miller, NFL Draft Insider expert, joins us here. Sorry, Matt, I got excited this morning that you were joining us. I apologize for that.
I need that every time now. That's the expectation.
Raymond, play it again. Here. Sorry.
I hear that all the time, so I appreciate it.
Okay. As you should. So Mendoza won. I think everyone understands that. Makes sense. Raiders need a quarterback. Walk me through why Reese to the Jets at 2 over a Bain over somebody else off that Ohio State defense. Why is he so attractive at 2?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a couple different things. I think you're looking at the top of the draft. You look for somebody that has those traits that pop. And I know there's the argument of like, hey, just draft good football players. I'm a big component of that. But I do think you look at traits at the top. Arvell Reese is giving you that speed off the edge. He's giving you that Micah Parsons, Abdul Carter-esque player who can win with speed, who has power, he has violent hands. And I think the beauty of it is there's upside because we've got a guy who was 1 year part-time as a pass rusher. So you have the idea of, okay, let's look what he did in the Big Ten. Part-time as a pass rusher, how good could he be if this is what he did full-time? And this was the argument for Micah Parsons, who never was a full-time pass rusher at Penn State. Abdul Carter had that one full year and was phenomenal. So I think it's the concept of, okay, how good could this guy get rushing off the edge? And I also think like Ruben Bain's a good player, really good player. I have him going 4 overall to the Titans. He was great in the college football playoff. He's a little maxed out. Like what you see is what you get, and what you get's really good. But he's a little bit maxed out. And I would think for Aaron Glenn's defense, I think you probably want to go with the little bit of a longer arm, twitchier pass rusher. And that's what Reese is over Bain or over David Bailey, even from Texas Tech, who's a really good player.
So you're going more ceiling, I guess, with the pick at 2. Let me ask you just a general question, Matt, before we start getting into like just the picks and everything else. Like, I'm a Jets fan, so it's been 15 years not making the playoffs. I mean, just give me your overview of where you think the Jets are at, and how, like for us, it's like this hopeless feeling. Are we justified feeling that way, or do you think that with the 5 first-round picks we have over the next 2 years, we're going to find a way to turn this thing around?
I think it's absolutely reasonable to feel hopeless right now because, like you said, I've been covering the NFL draft for 15 years. The Jets have made the playoffs 1 time. So, yeah, I mean, I think at this point you would be delusional to not be like, okay, here we go again, right? You don't have a quarterback. Even players that you've drafted that have been blue chip players, they're gone. They were traded. Sauce is gone. Quentin Williams is gone. So I think, yeah, absolutely. There's every right to be pissed off and to be like, okay, what is the plan? The good news is there are franchises that don't have, the first-round picks, 5 first-round picks over the next 2 years, 4 picks in the top 50 this year. There are franchises that are bad and don't have that. So I think the optimism comes from, all right, we've got a general manager that we've never had before. Let's give him, the trust that he's going to get this thing turned around. But it's not going to be a quick fix. This is not a situation where you're going to go from the way the team looked this year to 10 or 11 wins next year. That's not realistic. Those expectations aren't even in an NFL that turns things over quickly. So I totally get where you're coming from. Of what's our reason for optimism? It's those draft picks. It's the draft capital this year, next year, to where you can identify that quarterback. And I think they would move heaven and earth to go get Fernando Mendoza. I still think the Raiders would do it. It's to use that capital to find the quarterback so that you're, maybe you're the New England Patriots in a couple of years where you get it right at quarterback, you get it right at head coach, and it's a pretty quick flip when you do those two things.
All right, I know we're going to have more Jets questions, but let me throw a Giants question your way. So you have Carnell Tate, 5th overall out of Ohio State to the Giants, and then you don't have the next receiver going off the board for quite some time. Is he, in your mind, by far the best receiver in this draft? Like, is it even close? Because I've seen a lot of people with Lemon is close, and the kid from, was it Arizona State is close. In your mind, is it clearly Tate?
It's clearly Tate for me right now. I think as we get into the process more, there's going to be things that come out, right? Jordan Tyson, who you mentioned, I have him 14 to the Ravens. He's had some injuries. He's had some drops. But Kai Lemon, who I love. Like, if you ask me to just pick a wide receiver that I love watching, I would take Mekhi Lemon. But a little bit of a smaller guy. And I looked at this as like, okay, how do you complement what they already have in Malik Neighbors. Malik is speed, yards to catch. Cardell Tate is route runner. Win at contested catches. He will play over the top. He's great in the red zone. So it's about finding the complement to what they already have in Malik Neighbors and giving Jackson Dart, that guy who can expand the strike zone. That's such a huge thing for young quarterbacks. Give you a wide receiver that can extend, has a big catch radius, can make that strike zone bigger. So you have Neighbors, who's fantastic as long as he can get back healthy. And then you have Tate, who is going to be more of that, polished route runner. I call them like professional wide receivers. They come out of Ohio State. They already know how to do everything. They do all the little things well. That's exactly what he is.
Matt Miller joins us here in the show. Matt, for you, who stood out most? Like, are there some names coming out of the Senior Bowl that you look to and that have made the biggest jump, in your opinion?
Yeah, without a doubt. T.J. Parker, the pass rusher from Clemson, I think had as good a week as anyone did down there. He was fantastic. Caleb Banks from Florida, defensive tackle. He'll most likely go in the first round after having a foot injury this year, so he didn't play a lot in 2025. But he goes to the Senior Bowl and just starts whipping people. So that absolutely pushed him up. Colton Hood, the corner from Tennessee, was probably the best prospect there. He's a top 15 player in this mock draft that came out yesterday. The linebackers looked good. Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech was fantastic, just like he was all college football season. Kyle Lewis, the linebacker from Pitt. And Kyle Lewis is like a third-round player, but he had a fantastic week in Mobile and pushed himself up the board and made himself some money.
Matt Miller with us here, ESPN New York. So we talk a ton about, obviously, the quarterback and the Jets and what are they going to do. And I think Rick and I are on the same page. Like Ty Simpson at 16, and it feels like such a stretch and don't love it. But you have the Jets taking Simpson at 44. Now, as much as I'd be anti-Simpson at 16, 44, if I'm the Jets and I can land that level of prospect there, that would be, I would think, a terrific pick for them in round 2.
Yeah, Ty Simpson is going to be a really fascinating case study, right? Because 1 year as a starter and played well, especially early in the year. Defense has kind of caught up to him, struggled down the stretch. But what's fascinating to me about Ty Simpson, I spent 4 days in Alabama. I couldn't find one NFL team that said, yeah, he's a first round player. Now, he might be a first-round pick because of desperation, but he's not seen as a first-round player. And I think that's what makes him really interesting is some team going to break their rules to draft a guy that started 12 games in college, to draft a guy who's 6 foot, 205 pounds. Like he's not physically imposing. This is not Anthony Richardson where you start 12 games and you say, yeah, let's draft this guy. You know what? The upside's there. Physically impressive. Ty Simpson is not that player. You're drafting the poise, the processing speed, the accuracy. Those things tapered off toward the end of the year. So that's what's going to make him really fascinating. I think he's more likely a round 2 player than round 1, but the process the next 3 months changes a lot. Jackson Dart at this time a year ago was seen as maybe a first rounder, probably a second rounder. He goes late first round 1. So I do think there's room for Ty Simpson to elevate. Board work, pro days, interviews, those things are going to matter a lot. He needs to have a really good combine, but the tape on him right now is not that he's going to be a top 15 pick, a top 16 pick. And as we've seen in recent drafts, once you get past that pick 15, it's not super common for quarterbacks to go. If you're good enough to be a starter, you go early. If you're not, then you're going to go a little bit later.
Matt, where do you stand on his college experience? There's a lot of us that thought that Ty Simpson should go back, right? Just because he doesn't have the certain number of starts. Where do you stand on that? Are you like wary of someone that doesn't have that specific number of starts in college?
I'm a big believer in you have to have 25 starts in college to be successful in the NFL. I've not seen anyone break that mold since Cam Newton, and there's not a Cam Newton in this class, right? Everything I've heard about Ty Simpson was that if he was going to go back to college, it would have to be somewhere other than Alabama, because Alabama has a stud recruit, a 5-star recruit that they're not going to lose. And so the idea was, hey, if you're going to go back, you're going to have to go somewhere else, because it's time for this young guy to get in there. And he's a player that I'm sure we'll be watching in the future. Keelan Russell is his name, number 12, redshirt freshman. He's the future at Alabama. They got to get him on the field. So if Ty Simpson was going to go back for another year, we would be talking about he would have hit the portal and been a guy that ended up at Miami or somewhere like that.
All right, so I know we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but for the Jets fan, I think this is a very important question. Next year's draft, how great is it for the quarterback?
It could be legendary. It could be, it could be maybe not 1983, but it could be up there with the good ones, 2004, 2017. It could be really good. I mean, Arch Manning would probably be the #1 overall pick this year. Like he's that talented. And despite the fact that he started slowly this year, he finished really well. Dante Moore, who went back to Oregon, would probably be the #2 pick this year. So you've got two players that would be in competition this year at the top, will be there next year. And then there's the guys that are out there that weren't eligible this year, like Darian Mensah transfers to Miami. He's going to be a really good player. We'll see what Lenore Sellers does. Stayed at South Carolina. A lot of people thought he would come out this year, so there's room for him. Julian Sam played really well at Ohio State last year. Sam Levitt is now at LSU from Arizona State. He's a good player. Jade Maava, USC, really good player. So next year's quarterback class is definitely deeper. I hesitate to jump out here and say, like, oh, my gosh, it's going to be 2004 all over again. There's going to be 4 quarterbacks drafted early. They're all going to be great. But right now it looks like a much, much better class. And the prize of that is Arch Manning. And then Dante Moore will be right there in the mix as a #1 or #2 overall player.
Matt, so say it's not Ty Simpson in the second round. Say he gets overdrafted or they just decide Ty Simpson's not going to be the guy that they want to take. Are there any other quarterbacks that you could see? Because the Jets are going to draft one outside of Ty Simpson that the Jets would be interested in?
It's just such a bad quarterback class, guys. I mean, being in Mobile, that was the roughest group of quarterbacks I've seen that was my 16th year at the Senior Bowl. That was the roughest group of quarterbacks I've ever seen. Garrett Nussmeier didn't look draftable, and I was rooting for him. I wanted the bounce back week for him. It just didn't happen. Carson Beck. I mean, if you want to take a flyer on Carson Beck, late 3rd round, just to say, he's got the body type, he's got the arm strength, but my goodness, the accuracy and the processing drops off so much when he's pressured. I just don't see that changing. If college is too fast for you, the NFL is going to be like drinking from a fire hose. So it's just, to me, it's not the year where you could say, hey, there's this guy that's going to, kind of surprise us at the quarterback position. Maybe he rises up the board a little bit. I would maybe take a flyer on a Cade Klubnik on day 3. Smaller guy, but he's accurate. He played a ton in college. If you're going to, close your eyes and hope for a Brock Purdy type player in this class, I would say it's Cade Klubnik, but you're not doing that until pretty late.
So I guess overall what you're telling us is get your quarterback in 2027 unless you're the Raiders.
That's what I would do. Yeah, if you can't get Mendoza, I would wait. Draft a guy this year. Absolutely. Draft a guy, and who knows? Who knows what happens? Or it could be like last year where you had to play Brady Cook for a couple games. At some point you just need to get guys out there. So I think, spending a 4th, 5th round pick on one, that's great. I would not spend a priority pick on a quarterback this year unless it's Mendoza.
All right, I lied. I have one last question.
I know it. He can't help himself. It's your reason. You wonder why I got so excited that you were joining the show today, Matt. This is why.
This is your fault. Matt's too good, and you're too good. You ask questions that lead to more questions. Okay, I promise this is my last one. So we were playing a clip earlier in the show. So you said this year's quarterback class is you're taking a flyer if it works out at whatever 2027. So the report we played was that they could see the Jets trading for Kyler Murray. What are your thoughts on how that would work if you're the Jets?
I mean, yes, I think there's absolutely a need. You have the capital to do it. My question would be why? Has Kyler Murray shown you anything in his 6 years in the NFL to think that he's going to turn around the New York Jets? I would rather wait for next year and try to go after a Manning, a Dante Moore. If you're going to spend 3 first-round picks or whatever, 2 first-round picks for a quarterback, and then with Kyler, you're going to pay him a boatload of money, I would spend the draft capital to go get someone that's 22, 23 years old and hasn't failed. Kyler Murray's available for a reason. It's not because he's pushing his way out of Arizona. It's because he hasn't played that well. He's not a top 10 quarterback. Maybe he's a top 15 quarterback. I think he's probably more likely a top 20 quarterback. I don't see the appeal there to take on, the quarterback salary when the way to win is you got to find that quarterback early and then build around them, like what New England has done. That would be my strategy instead of going for broke on a quarterback that good quarterbacks aren't available. That just doesn't happen. So the fact that he could be out there, I think, says a ton about his ability.
All right. You're awesome, man. We appreciate it. All the insight was really good. Certainly really, really good stuff. We appreciate it. Thanks, Matt. We'll talk to you soon, I hope, man.
Anytime, guys. Thanks.
All right, there you go. So you wonder why I got so excited this morning. I was going to ask for you to play that, Ray, but I didn't want to put you on the spot. I didn't know if you had it ready to go as we said goodbye to Matt.
Ray's always ready. How dare you?
I didn't want to put him on the spot.
No, I that was one of those things. Like I know that had to be there. It had to.
It had to be ready to go.
He's another one too.
Not having it was not an option.
By the way, he's another one too. Arch would definitely be the number one pick. He thinks.
Yeah, I think he would. Oh, you've heard that from numerous people now.
No, I get it. I don't know. I mean, he definitely got off to a slow start. I mean, it got better, but I mean, you're also talking about. I mean, I think the Manning name probably plays into that, and maybe just the potential upside. But I mean, Mendoza just finished off an undefeated season.
Mendoza had a great season. Mendoza had a great season. That's your NFL Draft Report, by the way, brought to you by the Parisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Parisman Firm, where your case is their cause. The NFL commissioner spoke yesterday, and some of that involves a local. We'll get to that next. DNR with you. ESPN New York.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player in the big game to score the first touchdown, but his teammate scores instead. With BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the big game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line with BetMGM's Second Chance. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We'll get back to the Giannis stuff at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. The commissioner answered some questions yesterday. There's some stuff that you're like, oh, God. I mean, just really kind of unattractive stuff. But we start with the big elephant in the room here, and that's the Giants, and that's Steve Tisch. And he was asked, could the co-owner of the New York Football Giants, Steve Tisch, over this whole Epstein email back and forth, be disciplined?
Hi, Roger. Last week, release of some of Jeffrey Epstein's emails indicated repeated exchanges with Giants co-owner Steve Tisch. To what extent will the NFL look further into those exchanges, and could Steve Tisch be subject to discipline under the personal conduct policy?
Well, you may be getting ahead of yourself on the second part, but I would say that absolutely, we are going to look at all the facts. We're going to look at the context of those. We're going to try to understand that, and we'll look at how that falls under the policy. But I think we take one step at a time. Let's get the facts first.
I know the NFL. They're going to want to do everything in their power to make this go away as quickly as humanly possible.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, as gross as it feels. And it is gross.
Awful.
Well, but especially knowing, I mean, again, when these emails are from, and when people actually knew who Jeffrey Epstein was, right? Like those emails are from 2013.
Right.
It was already established back in, I think 2005 is when the first, the investigation of Jeffrey.
Right. So almost a decade earlier, we knew what kind of a creep this man was.
Yeah, and I think that was back with a 14-year-old girl's parents about a massage. So, I mean, it started back then. And so, you already knew who he was. The interesting part of this is it's the emails and it's about women, but there's no really aggrieved party in this. It's not one of the women that is saying that, Steve Tisch did something. It's just
not yet.
Right. So, I mean, if that happens, then this becomes a whole different story. Then I think you really, there really probably is a conversation to be had of what does the NFL do now with him owning the Giants?
Right. Right. Because you've heard people calling for him. Yeah, he's got to sell his portion of the team. I don't think we're there yet, but I think this is certainly on your radar, should be on your radar, and is at worst, or at best, I guess, for him, is kind of disgusting. At worst for him, God knows how far this goes.
Right. I mean, listen, it's terrible for his reputation, and you question, this is one of the people in charge of running your organization. What kind of person is making the decisions here that would have, would have the sense or lack of sense to be caught up with, setting up girls from somebody that's been already previously, I think, wasn't he convicted in 2008?
Yes. Yep. So if you're talking about a convicted felon, really, how would you be emailing back and forth with him about stuff? It's it was more than just, of age women. It was also about philanthropy.
But that's the amazing part of this whole thing. And I don't know if amazing is the right word. It's more like the disgusting part of this whole thing.
Unbelievable, right?
Is how many affluent people,
right,
are caught up in this.
Well, I don't know if you saw. So Josh Harris, the owner of the Commanders and the 76ers, also had a full email relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
Right, Bill Gates. I mean, it's a lot of people.
It's disgusting.
So I mean, that's the part. Right, it's this is already after you know who this person is. Right, this is 2013. This is something that started in 2005, was convicted in 2008. So the fact that you would feel comfortable having him set you up with girls after he just got convicted of you know what I mean, solicitation of underage girl. What are you doing?
Right. Would that be the guy you would turn to?
No,
right.
I know,
Hey, listen, I'm looking for someone. Jeffrey, can you help me? Well, that'd be the last person you would go to. So
again, I'm with you as far as I don't really think the NFL ends up they want this thing to go away.
Of course they do,
and I don't think that anything happens unless someone comes forward.
But what happens when more stuff comes out and more stuff? Because apparently this is the tip of the iceberg on the Epstein files. So if you're the NFL, do you get ahead of it, or do you bury it until more information comes out?
Well, but that's the thing, though. This is not. I mean, you have Roger Goodell answering the questions. I mean, is Roger Goodell really in charge of the NFL? No, he's not. The owners are. So, I mean, how many other owners are concerned that they could potentially be in some of these emails?
God knows.
Right. So, do you want to set the precedent where now all of a sudden, Steve Tisch's name is mentioned? He says it's all, it's all women, right? And this is consensual stuff. that you're going to punish him? Or what happens to me next?
Right, you punish him, and now more comes out, and then how many more of these NFL owners are on this list?
Right, so it's
a very slippery slope.
It is, but at the end of the day, it's like, well, what exactly were you doing?
That's terrible. It's terrible. And I got so many emails before, like, I know you won't mention it. I know what you won't say. How dare you? First of all, this is not even football related. Second of all, you know that I'm harder on my team than anybody.
100%.
That's not fair.
No, it's just it's a terrible look for him. It's a terrible look for the Giants.
All around. The Giants, I mean, it's embarrassing is what it is. It's disgusting. And I just know I know what the NFL, because it's their MO. We'll just bury it and try to make it go away. And, hey, there's going to be a great game. Seattle and New England, 18-game regular season, 2 bye weeks. That'll be their priority, not discussing this.
The bigger problem, though, is this is the person he's the owner of your team, one of the owners of your team.
It's
so
bad.
He's responsible for making, like, important decisions, and this is, like, you start to question, like, if you're capable of making a decision like this, like, I mean, how much do we trust that you're making the right decisions?
I think it's a very fair question. All right, let's take a break. There's more Goodell to get into, but I felt it was weird to do it there. It's about the season, maybe 18 games, international games, all that. We'll do that later in the 9 o'clock hour. We got to get to the Boone sound from yesterday with Michael K. And, of course, back to Giannis. 800-919-3776. Busy stuff. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
It may be last call for football, but FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is on the rushing market. Rushing yards over under, all rushing yards, and most rushing yards. Will Kenneth Walker hit the over in rushing yards? How much will Drake May have to use his legs? All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Okay, guys, quick PSA. Forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Get it right this year. Send farm fresh flowers from the Books Company. And right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game, so order now. Go to Books.com and use code CANTY for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant,
She knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The Knicks believe in this team. That could end up being an excellent assessment, or that could end up being a mistake.
Even if you like this team, would you like it better with Giannis?
Do you believe this team is good enough to win 4 playoff series? If that answer is no, then you should probably look into this.
And if you don't make the move now, he's going to get traded, and then there goes Giannis.
The Knicks, with their words and actions, I don't think we're headed in that direction right now.
Are you trying to win a championship, or are you trying to be a pretty good team?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
By the way, just to give you the update, I know you mentioned it before, bring it to everyone's attention now. Robert Kraft not making the Hall of Fame right now, which is just, what I don't know. I don't understand how the voting process goes down at all.
Well, I think you heard some of it. Right? I mean, it's unfortunately you let personal agendas get in the way, and you also have some people. Well, I'm going to vote for the veteran guys because this guy's going to eventually get in. Well, that's not. I mean, that's not what you're being tasked with doing. It's who are the most deserving to be in the in the Hall of Fame.
And you're telling me that 11 of the 50 said no?
So he became owner in '94, principal owner. He's been in the Super Bowl 11 times, won 6 Super Bowl championships. Obviously, has a chance to win this one, and his record since '94 with the Patriots is 338 and 179.
And by the way, all those things are unbelievable. Look at what their record was like the 30 years prior to that, just to show you, right? It's like if it's the Cowboys, they've been great for the last 20 years, but the 20 years prior, they were also great, not as impressive. They were not far off from the Jets, Rick. Like they were one of the laughing stocks of the NFL. I remember going to that stadium, the old stadium, and they had benches.
Yeah.
Benches. Now, think about what he's created. And we don't have to get into this whole tangent, but like the stadium is gorgeous. There's a whole area around there, Patriot Place, which I've been to, which is
what everyone's trying. It's what all the
shops. The whole area is incredible.
It's what all the owners are trying to do.
Right.
Right. I mean, Steve Cohen got the casino and everything else, but it's what everyone's trying to do. They try to do it at UBS with the mall and everything up there. It's the business, right? The game brings the people to the venue, and then whatever else you have around it.
Right. Right. So, all right, let's get back to Giannis. Shams was on, I guess he was on Get Up before, and he said I know that Windhorst said the Knicks are not involved, and maybe they're not, but Shams doesn't make it sound like the Knicks are not involved at all. He makes it sound not that they'd be the front runners or the favorites, but that the Knicks are, in fact, involved in what's going on right now, monitoring the situation, and may make an offer for him. Now, I don't know that they're the favorites if he gets dealt more than the other teams involved, but it does sound like the Knicks have some involvement here.
Oh, it sounds like it depends on who you ask.
Right. Well, Shams says yes, and Windhorst says no.
Right. Well, the way Windy described it, it's like they're not being aggressive at all. Like we keep seeing every time I look up, it's now Milwaukee is countering the aggressive offers that other teams have made. So I mean, if Windy's telling me that the Knicks aren't being aggressive, so are we? Did we make an offer? Is it one of the offers that's being countered, or do you really like the team? And you don't want to gut the team. You want to let this team give this team an opportunity to try to make a playoff run here. The only problem is you run the risk of
him getting dealt now pains me. The Knicks going on their playoff run, seeing what they could do, and then he gets dealt during the summer, or you can get more involved now that you see exactly what you have and what you've done and what you've been able to do and what you can't do. That to me makes a lot more sense. But I don't know that you're going to have that luxury if you're the Knicks.
It doesn't feel like it.
Okay, so if he gets dealt by Thursday and it's not the Knicks, I would be upset. Now, if I find out that they wanted OG, that they wanted other pieces that I'm not anticipating, then that's different.
Of course that's different, but I would imagine, I mean, again, this is not, and we've had a caller earlier in the show, like it's not as simple as, we know it's not as simple as, Cat for Giannis. If it was that simple, we could all get together and drive Cat to Milwaukee and bring Giannis back. Like it would be done. But that's not the case, right? Like, I mean, we gave up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. We gave up what we gave up for Karl Anthony Towns. Like, we don't have a lot to give up, so you would have to keep, other teams involved. You've heard Portland and all these different, iterations of how this thing would work. And you could potentially lose, like 3 pieces that, like you're not going to replace, and bringing in Giannis, and if it's Drew Holiday, whoever it ends up being, like, is there enough time that you feel like, this version of the team will have as good an opportunity as what we have now?
Well, and in fairness to the Knicks, like the other side of it, with this coach and this team, they haven't even had to go at it. Right? The go they had at it was under the former regime with Tom Thibodeau. So I understand your point. I just feel like how often do you get a chance to get a player like Giannis? It's once every 30 years. It's not like these guys grow on trees. And every time someone has been available like this in the past, they've always scoffed to come into the Knicks. Oh, I would LeBron the Knicks are cute. Going to the Garden is fun. I would never go there. You actually have a star player who's choosing that this is where he would want to go. So it's different than we've ever experienced with this team.
Right, of course. And that's a testament to what they've built.
Yes,
right?
it is.
It's a testament to Leon Rose and what he's built. And I'm with you, right? I mean, I can see both sides of this thing. I think just if you're if you're in the camp of this team went all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and there were a lot of people, including I think you and I, who were like, okay, guys, like as much as we want to win a championship now, this maybe is not the year, right? The Cat comes in last minute. There wasn't a lot of depth. Like, give him a year to see what it looks like, add some pieces, and then maybe this is the year. And it turns out that not only is this just the year, it's like Halliburton blows his Achilles. Tatum is out. Like, all these different things. So the East is wide open.
For the Knicks right now, yes.
Right. So, like, if you're in that camp that wants to see this team give it a go, then obviously you don't want to make the deal now. You'd like to wait. But for those people, what I would say is this, is even if you get through the East, do you think that this team is good enough to beat whoever comes out of the West?
No. And the answer is no, you don't.
And do you run the risk now of not making the move and never having the opportunity to go get Giannis? I think even Stephen A. has changed his mind.
Because now he thinks it's a possibility, and he's available now, this week.
No, before he was hell-bent on, like, do whatever it takes to get Giannis.
Oh, and now he's anti-Giannis?
And now he's like, I don't know if you have to do that. So, I mean, there's two sides to this thing. This Brunson, OG, Bridges, Giannis, potentially talent, whatever, this needs to end in a championship. Whether it's this year or next year or 2 years, it needs to culminate in a title. If it doesn't, this is great, and they're relevant again, but you would be highly disappointed. Because then you're going to have to rebuild the whole thing again. I think the most interesting part of this, the whole thing is interesting. We talked about it every single day. I think the most interesting thing is going to be what happens now if he does get traded. It's not to us. And then we turn around on Friday and get smacked by Detroit. And follow that up with Sunday when you're playing the Celtics. And then now what do those people think? Well, I think we had somebody call yesterday. And he said, now they're playing so well. Why would you make this trade? Come on. Don't look at it in such a small, bubble. Look at the whole thing. Do you think realistically the Knicks can win a championship right now? Win a championship? No. Okay. No, I don't think that their defense is going to be good enough. And I've heard from so many people, if they just get to the NBA Finals, I'd be so happy. Sure. You say that now. Until you get to the end. I said that with the Giants. We talk about the anniversary. Back in 07, 08, just if they beat the Cowboys, whatever happens with Green Bay, and then you get into the heat of that game, I wanted that game more than anything. I think in fairness to this team, though, I mean, you did see them get off to a really good start. Win the NBA Cup, that doesn't mean anything, but still. And then, they lost the 9 of 11, didn't look good. And now with, some adjustments that they're pointing to on the defensive side, have now bounced back and have won 6 in a row. They're a good team. So they're a good basketball team. There's no two ways about it. They could go on a run. They could, in a perfect world, I think, go to the NBA Finals. I think if you make the trade that we're like a Bridges and Towns and Deuce for Giannis and Holiday, I think you have a better chance of winning the whole thing. When, though? Well, your window becomes shorter now. Right. So because Holiday's not a young man. Are you doing it this year? Like, you're just going to throw all these pieces together and it's going to work now? Probably not. Like, this is having a hard time. Like, this is taking time to work on both sides because the offense is like, we've seen glimpses of the offense being really good, but just like defensively trying to figure it all out. It seems like this new adjustment where they're forcing people to the baseline as opposed to down the middle is helping, but again, you're also, I mean, then the real test will be when you see, again, like I said, you'll see Detroit on Friday.
Right.
You'll see the Celtics on Sunday.
And Detroit wants you. And if you're the Knicks and you're not fired up to play Detroit, then I don't even know what to say about you. Because Detroit destroyed you, and I think they circle the calendar to make a statement whenever they do play you.
I don't disagree with you.
Because they thought they were better than you last year.
Right, but I would also think, though, like that you're smart enough to recognize in that moment, after Thursday comes and goes, and Giannis isn't on your team, and they stuck with this group, that would be like that would be the moment that you would
let's
point to.
make a statement here.
Right, where we all came together, like they believe in this group. Let's make sure that we like really hammer home that they made the right decision. Like let's all come together.
Yeah,
This is
I
the
think
group.
you're right. I don't know what you'll get. I truly don't.
I can tell you what we'll get on Monday if they look like crap and get beat up by Detroit.
Yeah. But they'll be fortunate that Monday will be the day after the Super Bowl.
That won't matter.
Knicks fans will be beside themselves, and understandably so. Let's go to some of them now. 800-919-3776 before we do the stuff you missed with the great RJ Santillo. Everyday Edgar. Good morning. Good morning, Edgar. How are you?
What's up, boys? With the Giannis thing, all right, we don't get Giannis. Is there another piece that we could get that you guys see could put us over the top? Could we get Holiday without getting Giannis? I heard Schroeder's out there. I think we might need a little point guard play. I don't think
Is Schroeder going to put you over the top?
I just think Kolic's not playoff ready. I don't think Kolic's playoff ready. And Deuce, every week it's an ankle or an injury with him. Someone's got to back up Brunson.
Correct me if you think I'm wrong, Rick. And thanks for the call, Edgar. I don't think the Knicks are a Dennis Schroeder away from winning a championship.
Right. I also don't think that you're going to trade. Like, are you going to trade Mikal Bridges for Drew Holiday without the intention of that being part of a Giannis deal?
That would have to be like the first piece in a chess game, right?
Right. Like I thought that the reason why you would even consider that is because of
Giannis
getting Giannis.
Yeah. James Harden sounds like he's going to be available.
Sounds like we go to Cleveland.
Yeah. Maybe he'll go to D in Queens.
D in Queens, maybe a Cavaliers fan before you know
we have shipped you to D in Queens. Enjoy your time there. Let's go to Dan in Jersey. Dan, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. How are you guys today?
Good. Thank you.
Good. Dave, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. I actually sent this to RJ, but did you see where it was freezing? It was actually colder in Florida than Alaska yesterday.
I did see that. It was in the 20s in Florida. It was like in the 40s in Alaska.
Yeah, and you know exactly where it was? Lake Okeechobee.
Yes, I did. It's Okeechobee, by the way, Dan. But yes, I did see that. Thank you for the insight you add to the show.
So with the Knicks, I think that I'm not confident in this team's ability to win a championship with Karl Anthony Towns. And I think Karl Anthony Towns is a very good basketball player, but I don't think he's the right fit for a big man with the Knicks. He's worse defensively than Brunson. They're much better closing games with Mitchell Robinson at this point than they are with Karl Anthony Towns. And while his three-point shooting is great, there's a lot of times where he's just standing out on the
three-point line. It hasn't been great,
line.
though.
That's part of the issue, too, is that he hasn't been shooting the three ball well. He stands out there for basically the entire game, and he's not working his way inside. I just don't think him and Bridges are great fits with the Knicks. Bridges is allergic to driving to the basket and trying to lay the ball in the basket for some reason. He takes 2 foul shots a game in an NBA where it feels like everyone's going to the foul line. I just don't think that Bridges and Towns were the right fits. And I think they're good basketball players, but they're better fits somewhere else. Now, I don't know if Giannis is the right guy. He probably is, but they need to do something because they're not going to win with this current core. At least I don't think.
I think that you're right. And thanks for the call. We've hammered this point home. There's a good team. Once you're a good team for a while, listen, to get here was exciting. But now people want more. They want the championship. They want the parade. They want the Canyon of Heroes. And I don't think, and I'm confident when I say this, that this is a championship team right now.
Well, here's the thing, too. I think at the time, right, when, Hartenstein leaves, because just
it's a big loss, too.
It's a huge loss, and financially we just couldn't make it work. It's early bird rights and everything else. And he takes, big money to go, win a championship in OKC. They had to do something. And there had been this flirtation with Karl Anthony Towns, and that was kind of like, hey, do we stand pat and wait to see if something happens with Giannis, or do we take advantage of an opportunity that's just sitting in front of us right now? Like, we can control our own destiny with this move as opposed to waiting on what Milwaukee does. So you go out and make that move, and now all of a sudden we're at a point. Giannis is done with Milwaukee and wants to be a Knick, but we've already made the move.
We already made our big play.
So now how do we pivot?
I don't know. I think maybe you have to be creative. I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't sound like they want to pivot. It sounds like they like this team.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens then. I'd love to be wrong. I would love to not make this trade and to win a championship with this team, or make the trade to win a championship. I don't really care. But I would love if this team brought a championship home. You don't see it, right?
Do I see this one? No. I don't think this team's going to win a championship.
Realistically, do you see this core winning a championship at any point?
No, I don't think if they don't win it this year, why would I think they're going to win it next year or the year after that?
Yeah. So we're on the same page. Henry in Lido Beach. Henry, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, fellas. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, bud?
Good. Giannis's health scares me. He's not the Giannis of 3 or 5 years ago. He's breaking down, and we make this big trade. He gets injured, and then where are we? What do you guys think about that?
I think we all know where we're at. I mean, do we need to answer that question for you? If you go through the process and make this deal, and Cat is gone, and Bridges is gone, and Deuce is gone, and you bring in Giannis, and Giannis gets hurt, oh God, we all know where we're at.
Yeah, you're screwed. Is where you're at.
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario, and that
it does take some good luck and good fortune, right, and health.
Yeah, or knowing more than we know. Like, how serious is the calf injury?
If you look at the calf injury and you think it's serious and you think this is going to lead to other things, then why are you even involved in the conversations at all?
Right. And on top of that, Giannis is not Steph, right? Giannis is someone that he's the Greek freak. He relies on his athleticism. So if you think that calf jeopardizes, his athleticism in any way, then yeah. You're not going to bend over backwards.
He's such a great defensive player.
He's an unstoppable force. He doesn't shoot well, so that's going to change. It's going to change the offense. It's going to make you better defensively. I just don't. I think offensively, the Knicks have the ability to be really good. Defensively, they have limitations, and I don't know. Once you get to the postseason, defense is at a premium, and I don't know if we're capable, or maybe we flip a switch. But right now, I don't get that sense.
I don't get that sense either, and maybe I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong, but we time will tell. We will see. RJ?
Hey.
RJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
It's nice. What's going on?
Oh, not too much. I'm glad we covered some weather ground, some Alaska in there. We did a lot.
Well, that wasn't even me. I
know.
I was led there.
I know.
It was Djibouti.
Yeah.
He was intent on getting you that info.
Yeah, he sent it to me, I think, on 2 different social platforms also.
Oh, he wanted to make sure you saw that.
And he did. He saw it through.
Got a lot.
RJ, you're a Knicks fan. You're a Knicks fan.
Yep.
Well, what would you do? Well, what would you want the Knicks to do?
Here's a problem, is that to answer your question, I think I would do nothing right now. But
even if he gets traded.
Yeah, the hard part is, so it's going to hurt. You guys have talked about it. If you make this move, it's not as simple as much as we want to think that you could trade Towns straight up, or maybe you throw in like a sweetener that Wizards picks, the Wizards pick that's going to convey into 2 second-rounders that nobody actually wants. This is probably going to be Towns. I was reading some stuff from Bobby Marks. You're looking at Towns, and if you want to get the Trailblazers involved, which a lot of people do to get those picks back to Milwaukee that are currently with Portland, you're talking about Towns, according to Bobby Marks, Bridges, Deuce, the Wizards pick, and maybe 2 swaps. That's probably about what you're talking.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah, so that's a lot. That hurts.
You have to be honest with yourself.
Isn't it supposed to hurt though?
But that's pain. Though.
Yes, but
it's supposed to hurt, RJ.
Well, that's why it's a trade. It's not. It's not. I receive this all-world talent, and you receive scraps. It's not supposed to work that way. But if you're making that trade, you have to be honest with yourself and say it's not about this year. You're kicking the can down the road. Say, okay, well, it's going to be about next year. Because realistically, with Giannis dealing with that type of injury, with the adjustment of filling the roles of the players who will have to go, Giannis adjusting to a new team, that this team is probably not going to win a championship this year if you make that deal.
But they're probably not going to win a championship this year if you don't make it.
Yeah, okay, but I think they stand a better chance to win the championship as currently constituted than if they made that trade.
So
which has been my
RJ
take
says
all
no.
along.
I say yes. Rick says yes. Rick, I don't want to speak for you. Am I right?
Yes, as far as what?
Making this trade with the pieces RJ just talked about.
You're talking about right now also, right?
If he's getting traded.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, no, then I would take a different turn also. If he's not getting traded, I would punt it down to the summer and then try to get it done then.
Yeah. Right, like if he's real serious about this and he really wants to be a Knick. I mean, listen, he should have done it in the summer, right? It would have been easier to do it then. Or like they can go through all this whole dog and pony show of, Milwaukee countering offers and everything else. And Giannis could just be like, listen, guys, I want to go. Here's what's happening. I want to go to the Knicks. I'll wait.
Well, that's the magic words right there. If he really wants to be a Knick, then he'll do what it takes to make that happen.
Right, he'll push his way to the Knicks.
Right, which is for us, best case scenario, he waits.
Yeah, and you get to the summer, you can also unlock the pick that's currently
future number ones.
Yeah.
Do you see when those ones are?
Like 33.
33, I think.
Alex will be out of college.
Listen, I mean, banners fly forever.
Crazy. Anyway, RJ, are you ready with the stuff that you missed?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Now.
Walk up three-pointer. He got it. See ya. Score! Put in the box.
The you missed.
Yeah, but to answer your question, in the short version, if it has to be now, then yes.
So if it has to be now, you would do it.
Yeah. It's going to hurt, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, as for the current Knicks, Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride both out tonight against the Wizards. Ian Begley said that Mitch probably going to be back for the Denver game tomorrow in the second game of a back-to-back. Deuce managing that ankle injury. We'll see on him.
How do you get better is my question if you don't.
If you don't make the
trade?
trade?
I don't know.
Like, who gets better?
How does that trade make you better, though? Like,
because Giannis is better. Like, not this year. I'm not saying this year. I'm saying just in general. Like, you have now all of a sudden you have Giannis and you have Jalen. You have OG. Right? I mean, Giannis is still one of the best players in the league. So now you're not relying on Jalen to be your best player. Giannis is one of the best players in the league.
So Giannis is still one of the absolute best players in the league. The thing that does give me pause, and the caller before had kind of alluded to it, is Giannis is a guy who's big and he's strong and he's athletic. He's never really been a great shooter. And how old is he now?
31, 32.
So, I mean, he's right in the area where he's still going to have some burst for a while, but it will start going the other way soon enough. It will start happening.
I don't think that soon, though. He's 31.
He's 31 and he's 7 feet tall. Like that's a thing, Dave.
I would think you get at least 2 more unbelievable years out of him.
He's 32 in December. So I mean, again, but how long do you think this window is anyway?
December
even
be
with this
current away, though.
But even with this current team, how long is this window going to be open?
Not that long.
I mean, especially if they can't climb through it this year to get to the finals. Right? I mean, currently Townsend all of a sudden going to be a good defensive player all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Right, but you knew that when you traded for him.
I know, but you're not getting the offensive upside
right
now.
It would be better, right?
I think there's an unreasonable amount of fans. We got memories like goldfish in this town where the Knicks made that trade and they thought that they were getting Mitchell Robinson that can shoot, which he was never been that guy. He's never going to be that guy.
Ray, you can't play him down the stretch of games now.
No, you can play him down the stretch of games. They just chosen not to because it's worked out better for them in that sense.
So do you think when they made the trade, they were like, okay, in a perfect world, we won't be able to play this guy down the stretch of games? We'll be better suited to put in Mitchell Robinson?
See, you're taking it as that we're not able to. I don't think it's we're not able to. It's just having Mitch down the stretch to defend is a better option.
They have chosen a better route in their opinion.
That doesn't mean he's unplayable down the stretch. There's a massive difference between that and what you're saying.
Fair.
Massive difference.
So Giannis, he's only played 30 games, but he's averaging 28, 10, 5, and shooting 64% from the field. Here's the thing, though. I wonder, because you're about 50 games in now. There's other trends starting to develop. You wonder if this is one of them that's going to carry into not only the back half of the season, but into the playoffs. Like, obviously he's not playing anymore. Jordan Clarkson all of a sudden nailed to the bench for stretches.
There was a time I liked Clarkson.
Yeah.
I think there's still stuff to like about Clarkson.
Yeah,
it's just Landry Shamet's outplaying him.
And Shamet, and we've learned Mike Brown has had an affinity for since he took the job. And is Towns going to be one of those trends that's a for real thing. That's not a for now thing. Like, he will not play at the end of important games. What was that quote a couple of games ago? Was it the Philadelphia game? Which one was it where he was like, we wanted to win the game. That's why we didn't play Karl Anthony Towns. Which is not.
That was the Philly game, yeah.
Yeah. That's not what you want to hear from your head coach.
Right. How come he wasn't
I
down
gotta
the
tell you,
stretch because we wanted to win the game?
Yeah. It's that was not a great soundbite. That wouldn't catch my ears.
Also not great.
How come we didn't play that goalie? Well, because we wanted to win.
Yeah. That gives us a better chance to win.
Hornets head coach Charles Lee, you familiar with what happened to him yesterday?
Yeah, he smashed his head.
Ran into LaMelo Ball on the sideline. He took blame for it.
LaMelo Ball had to have stitches.
He looked like a hockey player out there.
Yeah.
I give him a lot of credit. Hornets, by the way, they won that game. They've won 7 in a row. Did you know this? I saw this on SportsCenter. They're the only NBA or NHL team never to have an 8-game win streak in their franchise history.
Wow.
Now, they're a younger franchise, but even still, they could do that in the next game.
Interesting little stat.
Steph Curry out tonight versus the 76ers. He has that lingering knee issue. Men's college hoops, Michigan jumps UConn for the number 2 spot in the AP poll. Arizona remains the unanimous number 1.
Did you guys know that RJ's probably going to end up taking Michigan in the brackets? And then be disappointed.
I did not know that.
Why would you take Michigan in the bracket?
Yeah, what's behind
if you believe that would lead to disappointment?
I just feel like I can't help myself.
Every time he sees Michigan on TV, he says that exact same thing.
I think I said it twice, yeah. I shouldn't have said it the second time.
But if you know this is an issue,
everyone's going to
why would you do it?
A lot of people are going to take Arizona. I'm going to talk myself into the less trendy pick, and I'll just lose. So
you couldn't take like a UConn or a Houston. It has to be Michigan.
Yeah, I took Houston last year.
Stuff sneaks up on you too, man.
Last year they made the finals and they had the lead with 3 minutes to go.
I would have won your pool had they held on.
Yeah, well,
I'm scarred.
By the way, too, I saw a podcast. Just the LaMelo Ball thing made me think of it. In the podcast, the guy says that Craig Berube, the accident in the gym, dropped a bar on his head.
Oh,
and he said the skin flapped over. The amount of blood was.
I mean, I would have guessed something like that had happened, but I didn't need to hear it.
Right. So he must have been like this. And then the bar came down like
yeah, it was on like the crown of his head though.
And then the skin flapped.
He almost had his face ripped off.
He needed to rush to a plastic surgeon.
Positive in the Rothenberg household last night. UNC, nice win over Syracuse, 10-point victory. I'm sure that makes Alex happy. Some other talking points around the NFL. Darrell Bevell, Greg Roman have completed their in-person interviews with the New York Jets for their offensive coordinator job. They will not get to work with Pro Bowl declining quarterback Justin Fields, though, which is tough.
Oh, you don't know that. Who says that? You don't know that.
You're right. He could come back.
Maybe Justin Fields is back.
Yeah, that'd be something. Broncos promoted quarterback coach Davis Webb to their offensive coordinator position. He was one of the many candidates for the Giants OC job. Titans hire Gus Bradley as their next defensive coordinator. He follows Robert Saleh from San Francisco. Anthony Weaver, the next defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. And the Rams extended the contracts of head coach Sean McVay and GM Les Snead. Schedule-wise, Saints, they're going to play the league's first ever game in Paris next year. And the NFL will return to Mexico City in 2026. Little baseball, Mariners get Brendan Donovan from the Cardinals.
He's good.
Yeah, he is
move.
Good. And Edwin Diaz will pitch for Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic. And some hockey. Capitals scored 4 unanswered. They beat the Isles 4-1. And Barry Trotz announced his retirement. He's going to stay on with the Predators until a replacement is found.
And the Sabres win.
Sabres did win.
Yeah, they did.
Which is very exciting.
That's all they do is win.
Florida, I've been waiting for Florida to
hasn't flipped the switch yet.
And Sam Bennett got hurt last night, too. They might be in some extra trouble.
How about that?
We'll see.
Let's take a break. Come back. Aaron Boone was on with Kay. Are they just running the same team back? We get to that next. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on the roads on this Tuesday. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave, Rick, Ray, and RJ. Hey, guys, because of ice in the East and Hudson Rivers, New York ferry service remains suspended. We're still seeing extensive delays on the 7 train after earlier problems at Grand Central 42nd. Ronkonkoma branch of the LIRR. Watch for delays as well. Over on the New England Thruway, South Exit 17 into Larchmont, it's an overturned truck. Looks like a fuel spill. 2 lanes still blocked. Over on the LIE West at Sunnyside Boulevard, it's a crash. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Guys, quick PSA, forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Trust me, this is why I go to the Books Company every time. Books delivers modern bouquets fresh to her door. Plus, with my code CANTY, you get 25% off. Books flowers are cut fresh from the best farms in the world, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. They've got incredible flowers, even roses grown on the side of a volcano. And the best part? Books makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Books has over 50,000 five-star reviews. And listen, even if she says, don't get me anything, that doesn't mean no flowers. Flowers still score every time. Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game, so don't fumble this. Order now. Go to Books.com, use my promo code Canty for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code Canty. Books, promo code Canty.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
This is Jelly Roll, right?
Attaboy.
Yeah. He looks unbelievable now.
Yeah, he's really made a full commitment to his weight loss journey.
Yeah, I would say you lose over 300 pounds. That's a real commitment.
Yeah, he's walking every day. He's getting himself in nice shape.
Looks phenomenal. Aaron Boone, my friend. Aaron and I became very tight at the K Extravaganza the other night.
Yeah, it's funny how it's so close that he didn't come on our show.
Well, he had a plan to go on K's show already.
Okay.
So he said he will come on our show, and he gave me his number.
Yeah, but you had Dable's number, and you never used it. You get shy.
Who has Mendoza, Ray?
I think Michael might.
Michael has him.
Not today.
Michael has Carlos Mendoza tomorrow.
Oh, Carlos Mendoza.
Yeah.
God, we suck.
Who do you think, Fernando?
Mm-hmm. Well, we're talking all this draft.
We stink. Honestly, we stink. All right, where's Gary?
Gary texted me earlier before.
What? Who else? Who does he have on the show Saturday?
God. He has God joining the show this weekend.
Hey,
Saturday, 12:30. God will be joining Gary.
Robert Kraft. Who else?
God and them boys.
God and them boys.
He's gonna have Giannis on Saturday.
Giannis and big guests. The guy gets big guests.
We stink. I blame you, really. So
of course you do.
I blame you. How can I not? RJ asked you about Matt yesterday, and you're like, I do whatever you want. You guys just do it.
Yeah, that's what I did or said.
I'll promise.
Just do whatever you want.
I'll promise you guys A-list guests like Gina and Kevin Costner and Tom Brady, and I'll get you nothing. I'll get you 0 guests. That's what I'll do. I'll get people's phone numbers and I'll never use them.
So you do realize that your whole voice of mine is changing mid mockery, right?
That's how I feel about your voice. It sucks. Hey, Steve Sharippa, you want a carrot stick? All I want is a guest. That's it. I want good guests. That's all I want.
When I have Sharippa in studio.
You're not going to have Sharippa in studio.
Okay.
I don't think Sharippa likes you.
He loves me.
No, Sharippa likes me because I was donating to charities.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did.
Well, because you have money to burn. You don't know what to do with all your money.
And Sharippa said that's a good deal.
$5,500, great deal. A bargain.
Sharippa feels about Dave the way he felt about the guy who insulted his dog in that commercial.
Yeah, right.
He loves me.
Right in the
you know what, Ray? Why are you doing this?
Because you deserve
dirty Cowboys fan. Why are you doing
what
this?
What does that got to do with anything?
It has to do with everything.
You need to.
You made life choices, and now you got to live with them.
RJ, tell me a little piece of wherever you thought of Dave. What happened this summer chipped away a little bit of that with all the promises he made.
Go ahead, RJ. Tell him.
A little bit.
Thank you.
You know what? You guys.
It's only because you doubled, tripled, quadrupled down.
Every day he did it. Oh, do you like this guy? How about this? Oh, do you like him or her?
I don't know who you consider big name or not.
Yeah, you went through every A-list. You had Tom Hanks, every A-list celebrity.
You want Tom Hanks?
Why? You're not going to get him anyway.
Hanks.
Here's the problem with the
Mark Ruffalo.
The problem with the calculus that Dave was using is that he didn't anticipate Gary just booting him out of the car, taking the wheel, and saying, "Know what? I'll take all these guests for myself."
I didn't know Gary was getting a show.
You were going to use Gary to get your guests, and then Gary took his own show and has all the guests.
You might not be wrong.
You had to have an idea what Gary was shooting for.
You might not be wrong.
There was a turning point moment. I went to Disney over the summer. I'm standing in line. I get a phone call from Gary Myers. I don't think I ever told you this. Get a phone call from Gary. And I'm like, oh, this must be important. Gary will text me occasionally. He doesn't usually call me. Calls me, and he's like, he wants to go over the logistics about taping interviews on Zoom or otherwise, because he says, I have such big names lined up that I don't know that I'm going to be able to get them all live necessarily. Wow. And that was the moment I said, Dave is sunk. The ship be sinking.
RJ, was this before or after they wouldn't let you on the roller coaster?
Oh, my God.
Why?
Sure, take his side, RJ, with everything.
That was hurtful.
Just take his side.
You didn't deserve that. You didn't need that.
You know what? Cardinals are going back to the playoffs before you.
Can we hear from Aaron Boone, please? Or do you guys want to continue to harass me?
Gary's better than you. That's fine.
Gary's a better parent than me, a better husband than me, a better guest getter than me, a better pickleball player than me. He's better than me.
Haven't even gotten to the writer bit.
He better not be a better pickleball player than you.
Oh, he is?
We got Rickleball.
No.
We got Rickleball right around the corner.
Oh, we got Rickleball Madness on March 20th.
Yeah, you better be ready.
I won't be. I can't. Well, not the way you treat me. I can't do anything right.
What do you? We're playing real players.
I understand.
This is not going to be Amani in cycling shoes.
So you don't think Amani is a legitimate pickleball player?
No. Did you?
He was pretty terrible.
He was wearing slippers.
It was not his. But Anita's supposed to be good.
Well, she was hungover, she said.
Oh, please. You know what? Stop it.
And then she was offering us
Well, you never had the
Tangelos.
chance to get hungover on the wine she never paid you.
You guys want a Tangelo? No, Anita, we don't. We want to beat you in pickleball. That's why we're here.
So March 20th, we have our big pickleball extravaganza.
Yep.
And
it's a whole day extravaganza.
Yeah. So we're doing the show live from 6 to 10. Of course, it's near you, by the way.
It's not my fault that I make connections with people. I mean, you make a connection in Westchester. I'll go to Westchester and play. I'm more concerned about, the real concern is that we got to do a show from 6 to 10, and then right from there we're jumping into a competitive pickleball tournament.
So we're going to be at Pickleball Heaven doing the show live 6 to 10. It's in Medford, New York, and there's going to be a tournament right after the show, and people are going to be able to sign up and compete potentially against us.
That's right.
That's right. And then we're going to watch the the early window of March Madness games together.
Yes.
And that's why, for some reason, we call it Rickleball Madness.
Oh, yeah, on a giant television. Giant television.
I can't wait for that.
Any chance we get like a 30-minute nap from like show end to pickleball extravaganza?
No.
Wow.
That's not going to happen. Can we hear
I'm
from
gonna
Aaron
need
Boone a little bit, a smidge of Aaron Boone?
Quickly, what are the chances Gabby and everyone else is listening to the show right now? Any?
Yeah.
Okay, we could use some kind of energy support. If we're looking for people to bring
like a masseuse?
Well, that'd be great. But I'm saying, like, if we want like partners to come on board with Rickleball Madness, some kind of energy provider would be great.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah,
like a caffeine boost.
Because we're going to need it. I would imagine. Because you're going to drive. I mean, you're waking up at like 2:30.
No.
3 o'clock.
No.
What do you mean no?
What do you mean? Wake up at
Are you sleeping at your mother's?
3?
Are you sleeping at your mother's house?
No.
It's going to take you a long time to get there.
He will be late. He will be late for the show before he wakes up at 2:30.
Yeah, I figure an hour and a half it'll take me to get there.
At least.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave my house by 4.
Wow.
It's 74 miles from my home, so I can
That's
take
a
me more
long
than
time.
an hour and a half to get there at that
Well,
hour.
I mean, I just want you. I mean, you got to be ready. I'm going to need you to be.
I'm gonna be ready. What do you want me to do?
I'm calling your house on what day is the 20th? A Friday?
Yeah.
Thursday night. I'm calling your house. 6:30. I need you in bed.
You know why that's never going to happen? Never?
Why?
Because it's March Madness. I'll probably be up till 1 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'm not doing it then.
Sorry.
Your teammate is not disciplined.
He's not disciplined at all. I'm
He's
not
going
doing
to sleep
this.
for 2.5 hours.
We're gold medalists. You know what the size of the size of the bullseye on our backs is going to be for this thing?
They're after us. I understand.
Yeah, right. I need you rested. I need you to eat a pregame meal. I need you hydrated.
I will not be rested.
Great. This is going to be great.
I will
Good.
eat a pregame meal. I will not be rested. I will take whatever substances I have to give myself energy during the tournament.
Great. This is going to be
Hope
fun.
they don't test.
Yeah.
Well, not illegal substances.
To pull a Paul
like
George situation.
Caffeine pills if I have to. Gummies maybe.
I don't need you. I don't need you tired and high on the court.
Melatonin.
That makes you sleepy.
Maybe I need to calm myself down after the high of the caffeine. I don't know.
All I know is
I'll be ready to play.
I need the best version of you for Rickleball.
I will be ready to play.
Thank you.
But you know what the nice thing though is, RJ?
What?
If we fail, then we really hammer home it's Rickleball. If we succeed, then I will get my props, my credit.
I have worries about Dave maybe throwing some points here.
I think he could throw matches because he wants the Rickleball to be a failure, is what he wants.
Well, you know what? It needs to be Rickleball. If you were a real teammate, you wouldn't have it Rickleball.
Do you know what time the West Coast tip games end on that Thursday?
Yeah, probably 12:45. And then I got to score all the sheets.
It's not fun.
Send out my email.
Hey, why are you laughing, RJ?
If
I'll be
I'm
lucky to get 90 minutes.
That's great.
Listen, if I'm you though, maybe you get the best version of Dave. This
No.
feels like a situation he could rally.
No chance. There's no gambling or naked women involved. There is no way he's rallying.
Yeah,
You don't know
this-
what I'm capable of.
It does feel like that Friday will be one of those head in hands days.
Right.
I got nothing.
Like 15 minutes into the show, I got nothing, guys.
No, I'll
I
have
got
tons because I'm gonna be on the high of all the college basketball
and drugs.
and the drugs.
I mean, can we get a black
like a drug company would want to get involved in sponsoring?
I
Edibles?
How about this? I'll get a blackjack table put right next to the pickleball court for you. That'll keep you in it.
I don't need it. Once I
No,
tie
you,
my
you
sneakers
need it.
and walk onto the pickleball court, all bets are off.
No, you need it.
You don't know what I'm capable of doing.
I can't wait to see this.
Here's what I need. I need a tea at like 5 and then a coffee at 8:15. And then I'll be ready to go. And then water hydration, away we go.
This is going to be great.
You don't believe in me?
No, I listen.
Did I
wouldn't-
let you down last time?
No, you were great. I believe in you. I just want to make sure that you're your very best.
I will not
just
be
did
my best.
It's
not possible.
For my SUNY Cortland class, I just did a whole little presentation with the beautiful brochure I made.
It's not possible for me to do a 4-hour show, wake up at 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, and be at my best. It's not a possibility.
If you go to sleep at the right time.
Tina can't.
But poor Tina wakes up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, Tina's heroic.
Yeah, right, but she goes to
She
sleep
also
at
is not in a
6.
pickleball tournament.
She could be.
Have her come out there. We'll beat her also.
You should have seen me pulling and dragging things yesterday with my brochure making. You would have been so proud.
So what do you think about the Aaron Boone sound? Good? Did you enjoy it? You agree with what he said?
If you would shut up and play it,
If I shut up, I tried like 75 times. You think I was like, hey, make fun of me before we get to the Aaron Boone? No, it wasn't what I wanted. Let's take a break, come back, and what's the phrase? Come hell or high water? Aaron Boone, you'll hear him next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like if I need a replacement part?
Sure, we can help with that.
Ah, nice. Hey, I just entered this online contest for coolest bike in the world. You think maybe you can vote for me?
Actually, we just do insurance, not popularity contests.
Yeah, I know. But what's your email? I'll just send you the link real quick. You can vote like 100 times a day. They'll never know.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
So what I'm hearing is there's a little bit of wiggle room.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
It may be last call for football, but FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is on the rushing market. Rushing yards over/under, all rushing yards, and most rushing yards. Will Kenneth Walker hit the over in rushing yards? How much will Drake May have to use his legs? All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time, 7 o'clock. Knicks visiting the Wizards, and also at 7, the Devils host the Blue Jackets, and 7:30, Islanders welcome the Penguins to UBS in a big game, and the Nets host the Lakers, and finally, 8 o'clock, St. John's visits DePaul. And that's game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. For the most part, in your mind, did the Yankees bring back the same team this year as they had last year?
Yeah, I mean, by the end of the season, yeah.
Okay. Well, here's Aaron Boone. What do you say to the fans that think you're running it back again?
Well, I think we're better because the people that we added that weren't with our team the whole year last year are key parts of this club that I think make us a lot better. But it's no guarantees. Like, this is a prove it game, prove it sport, and the reality is we got to go out there and, you know, and look, at the end of the year, whether you win 95 games, 100 games, you're always going to pick parts of the schedule out that didn't go your way or you didn't play your best against, you know, and it seems like every year it's different. You know, last year, obviously, is the Blue Jays. Other years, you know, I hear we play down to our competition. We didn't beat the bad teams enough, or you didn't beat the good team. You win 100 games, I know what happens is you lose a lot of games too. So I think we have a club capable of competing for the American League East, a very tough American League East. But again, it's February 2nd, and we have a long way to go to prove that we're that caliber team. And this is a new year, and we have to go prove that all over again.
All right, we can get into this a little bit more tomorrow because we have to say goodbye, but I wanted to play that quickly. Also want to let you know Matt Nagy is the new offensive coordinator of the Giants.
I like that.
I like it as well. Surprising. I didn't expect that.
Well,
but
you know
I'm not
what?
opposed to it.
Here's the thing, though. It's not. I'm not overly surprised just because of his track record of hiring people that have called plays before.
Right, and he has a history with him and Andy Reid and the whole thing. There is that pipeline. So I like Nagy. I think he's a smart offensive coordinator. I think he'll get a lot out of Jackson Dart, and we'll discuss that at length tomorrow as well. Raymond.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, how are you?
Oh, I am great.
Good. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's go.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Well, you were talking about Super Bowl parties, specifically the Michael Kay party, and how Dave had to have his own back room.
Michael, because he's a great man.
Knows you're crazy.
Yeah, and he put you in a room away from certain people.
I watched out with all the commoners.
Yeah, the commoners, these common football folk. Because, listen, not everyone can handle the excitement that comes with Dave Rothenberg watching football, specifically, you know, the Super Bowl, or the Giants even.
We're going to the Super Bowl!
I heard that one was a hit, so I had to bring it back.
Number 2.
As usual, Dave starts the show feeling attacked.
I mentioned the weather, attacked. I mentioned Matt Miller, 8:30, attacked. CMT, it was a good start to the show.
It was all spurred on by your very average weather.
I don't think it was an average weather.
It was a downer is what it was. Hi, I'm Dave Rothenberg. Here's a wet blanket. Enjoy.
Well, no, listen, Matt Miller was a big deal and deserved excitement.
We're looking for you to, actually excel at it.
Matt Miller!
I like that Matt Miller got to react to that.
Sorry, Matt, I got excited this morning that you were joining us. I apologize for that.
I need that every time now. That's the expectation.
So it's got to happen every time now. Every time we have Matt Miller on in the future. Just putting that out there.
Number 1.
A lot of talk about A-list guests and who gets them and who doesn't.
I'll promise you guys A-list guests like Gina and Kevin Costner and Tom Brady, and I'll get you nothing. I'll get you 0 guests.
Why does every time Rick mocks Dave sounds like a Jerky Boys tape?
I'll get people's phone numbers and I'll never use them.
We're arguing again about the text messages.
RJ asked you about Matt yesterday, and you're like, I can do whatever you want. Hey, you guys just do it.
Yeah, that's what I did or said.
I'll promise.
Just do whatever you want.
We hear that again. What was that?
Yeah, that's what I did or said.
I'll promise.
Just do whatever you want.
Listen, at the end of the day, it all comes down to one unfortunate truth for Dave Rothenberg.
Gary's a better parent than me, a better husband than me, a better guest getter than me, a better pickleball player than me. He's better than me.
That's how it is. The
Wow.
great Gary Myers. A-list getter, Gary Myers. That's it, Dave.
That's great. Thanks for that. With friends like you guys, it's Rule 76.
No excuse playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg.
The 18th anniversary of the Giants' heroic win in Super Bowl 42.
Great. Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
I'll get people's phone numbers and I'll never use them.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate